We back. Gentlemen, we back, man. It feel good. Definitely feel like we've been up out of here for like damn near.
That's what happens when we miss
one show feel like a month.
One show feel crazy.
Send me one show equals 2 weeks.
Man, and while we on that, I was just sitting here thinking over the weekend, like I wanted to come in here and salute both of y'all, and myself included, and even Trav that was along the journey. Like, we really have been like consistently sitting down every week, 2+ hours, delivering a podcast. Like, and it took me a minute to like really reflect and sit there and think, like, outside of shit like school, my son, and playing basketball, I can't think of nothing else that I've done this long consistently. You know what I mean? I was like, I just wanted to come in and salute niggas, like the time that we give up to do this. You know what I mean? Like, we really professionals. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that, we not necessarily where we want to be, but maybe we are where we should be. You know what I mean? So I definitely wanted to salute niggas, like, because again, like, it's just crazy to me that 7+ years, and there's you even longer for yourself, because I mean you was doing the what was it called, the radio?
B-side before that.
B-side before that.
Oh, you talking about No Bullshit Radio?
No Bullshit Radio.
Yeah, so I've been doing this shit since like nigga 07, 08.
Yeah, man. So for niggas to really be in it and locked in and growing with it, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's dope. You know what I mean? And it's not to be taken lightly. You know what I mean? What we really doing? Like, we really have made an impact, and a lot of times it's an impact that we can't necessarily see or gauge. You know what I mean? But we feel it every week. You know what I mean? Like, some form or fashion. We become a discussion, based off of something that we said on these mics, you know what I mean? Something that we done off of the consistency of sitting down, delivering, an episode, to the people, you know what I mean? So I think that's something that we should definitely salute. I think that's a huge fucking deal, like, because again, like, outside of them core things that I named, you know what I mean? Like being a father, being a student, you know what I mean? And, being an athlete at one point in time in my life, like, I can't really think of nothing that I just done did consistently for 7 years. I ain't worked a fucking job for a company consistently, I don't think, for 7 years. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we've been at it for a minute. And back to the comment that you said, like, this is, we are where we're supposed to be. I think, honestly, at this point in the game, I feel like our biggest roadblock is us as individuals. And what I mean by that is, like, well, for one, with this podcast space, just think about in the last 3 or 4 years, like how much that alone has changed. Like, just the way that the content is getting out, like what you got to do with the content now. Now that it's more visual based instead of audio based. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of moving pieces happen to where, we are truly an independent company.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Truly independent. And just for us to be consistent with just the little bit of resources that we got speaks a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely should be celebrated.
Yeah, I think, there are things that we could do, but I think it's just tough for us to do because of our lives and like what we have other things going on outside of the pod.
Right.
To really get out here and do like other content and really like reach out to people for like sponsorships and shit like that. I think if we did that type of stuff, we could really bring in more income and really, do bigger and better things. But hey, at the end of the day, I like where we at. I like that we stuck to our guns for the most point. On how we want to do our show and how we want to run our show. Right. We haven't fell into the clickbait. We haven't fell into, because we could have been just sold out and start doing the clickbait corny shit just to go viral, but that stuff don't last when you do that. I feel like it waters down your brand, and then you kind of got to stay the course with that when you start doing it. Like, so.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So again, gentlemen, salute, flowers to you. Let's keep it rocking. You know what I mean? And it'd be days where you be like, Fuck this shit. Like,
I don't be having them days.
You don't have them days? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. And Blaze, for some reason, you got this sense. Like, I think you be knowing when Reese be feeling like that. I think you be knowing when I be feeling like that. And you be the one to like rally the troops back up. Like, come on now, we good. Let's go.
That's why I gotta make a private phone call. Be like, forget this chat. Let me call the nigga real quick.
We good. Come on. But yeah, bro. I mean, and shout out to the people that that we fuck with that like understand the routine. Like,
shout out to everybody along the way.
Man.
You know what I mean?
I'm tripping, bro. I think my man, I gotta hit my man. He wanted to come on the show this week, and I've been so busy with work, I forgot to hit him back on the text.
Who is it?
Damn, it's slipping my mind. Like, my man, it's my man. What you mean? He got the podcast that we helping out with. Why is my man's name? Yeah, I'm tripping, bro.
Will. Shout out to Will.
Oh,
shout out to Will,
yeah.
man.
Big shout out to Will. Yeah. Big shout out to Will.
Yeah, Will.
In the Whip podcast.
Yeah.
In the Whip podcast. And hey, bro, I seen the text too, but I've been running around scrambling so crazy. You have an open invite. If you want to come sit in,
I saw
just
something.
Watch the show. We got you.
I think he's
like some type of group, something. Yeah, I didn't see
really
nothing in there though.
It's like it got removed or something.
Is that? Oh yeah, I was like maybe I got in here late, but I didn't see nothing in there. Okay.
Yeah. So
shout out to Will though.
Also too,
what's Will's name on the gram? I know his name was Will. I just didn't think. What's his name on the gram?
Damn, you done made me forget. Like, I'm bad with that. Like,
yeah, me too. My fault.
It's Will is in it though.
Yeah.
Will Ryan.
Will Ryan.
Yeah, Will Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. William Ryan.
Yeah.
Right?
Also too, just want the people to know that we did not stop Trav from coming to the show. I just like, we reached out to Trav. We've been trying to
spoke to him yesterday. You know what I mean? I got the text message like, you pulling
he
up.
sent me a flyer. I just reposted it when I seen it.
Yeah, I hit him. I said, you pulling up? He said, let me get back to you. You know what I mean? I figured, it's a busy weekend.
It is. I mean, then next week, so
Yeah.
He still got the invite. At first, I was kind of off of Larry, bro. The moment's gone, but it's just like, come on, Trav.
But I seen a little shot. I seen a shot yesterday. You know what I mean?
Did you?
I seen a shot.
He definitely fired a shot off.
No, not from Trav. Not from. I seen a shot.
You want to talk about it?
What's up about it?
What I mean, it's friendly fire, but I mean, it definitely came from
definitely fire.
the other side.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What was it?
If you're not trying to help the DJ culture, you shouldn't be talking about it. Something along those lines.
It's a ridiculous statement.
Very ridiculous. Like, it's not my job.
But it proves my point. This is what I be talking about. This is that elitist energy that I be talking about. It's like if we not champion, then it's like we hurting. But you know what? I'm glad you said that. And it's so funny because on this very fucking podcast, we've championed a lot of niggas. Even niggas is firing shots. We like, that's the thing. Is like when we champion niggas, it's never the flowers. They never say it out loud that we champion. They want to tell us in the back channels. They want to say it in the passing. But then if we say something that niggas don't like, then niggas want to be out loud with that. And I feel like that shit whack.
And Des, you know what else we've done? Every time we've stepped outside and did a live event, we've booked a DJ.
Put money in the pocket.
Multiple DJs.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. So it's just like
from all walks of life.
So my thing to that comment, if that was to us, we can't. I don't want to assume because we know how these things rock, and then niggas can say we wasn't even talking about you, or if it don't.
I'm one of them ones, like, if I see the shot, like, I don't know. I know people like to say, if it don't apply, let it fly.
But my thing is this. I'm all for open discussion. We can have it here. We can go to your platform, whatever. Like, we can have the discussion.
This nigga said, but if it does apply, reply.
You know what I mean?
And I'm replying.
Yeah, and that's my thing. But my thing is, like I said it on the show and shout out. Speaking of that, because damn, see, we missed a week. So I had a conversation with King.
Shout out.
I had a conversation with Dane.
Shout out to King David. He reached out.
Yeah, I had a conversation with
Dane
King David.
Reached out to me as
well.
I
was about to say I had a conversation. I had a conversation with Little Rich.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I even had a conversation with Don't Fret. You feel me? So
only person I haven't talked to is my brother. That's the only person
I talked to Trav. I talked to Trav several times.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him.
And shout out to Trav.
Not in regards to that.
And shout out to Trav. And speaking of that, look, free promo. July 4th, I bought a ticket for Orange Soda.
Oh yeah, for Orange Soda.
I bought a ticket.
I would be there, but I'm gonna be in out of town. My son got a football tournament that I gotta fucking leave for on Thursday. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna pull up. Shout out to my brother Trav. My brother Trav reached out to me, so we help. I just gave him some records that I felt like would work for the setting. I'm not saying that
he came to you for the records.
Anything. I don't want to say. See, Reese is doing that.
He came to you for the records.
Nah, you threw the oops on.
Hey.
That's my, nah.
He came to you
Threw the oop, Daz. You knew he was gonna do that.
Hey, Trav,
I need your
Trav,
help.
That's not that. Look, I'm not doing that.
That's
my
what it
brother.
sound like to
no,
me.
I'm not seeing that. I'm not doing that. That's my guy. That's my guy.
I mean, you
man.
put it right by the rim.
I know. That's my guy.
Yes.
But I'm gonna be at Orange
Can
Soda.
you Chris Paul this situation for me? I'm a Blake Griffin.
I was
Set
at
me
Orange
up.
Soda.
I might pull up.
I bought a ticket. Because I understand business and I understand how this works.
Yeah.
So I don't be wanting niggas to feel like, you feel me? So bought a ticket. I'll be there. I haven't been to Orange Soda in a long time. Like,
I haven't been since Reese got pressed.
yeah, that's the last time I went. That's the last time I went.
So that's been a couple years.
Yeah.
Like I've been to a few of them since then. Maybe like 2. The
That's
last
last
one
one.
I was at the Key.
Okay.
Had an incredible time.
Yeah, last time I went was when you got pressed. Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
What was that, Avalon?
We might need to clear it up. I didn't quite get maybe we need to give him backstory because I don't want to think
He got pressed.
it was a lady. Ladies and gentlemen, it was
And
a young lady that she wasn't feeling what I was putting down. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
she was feeling what she was putting down.
right. I wasn't interested. You know what I mean? Sometimes they gotta respect the curve. Like,
Oh my God! See, talking about putting it by the rim. Women do not respect
they don't
the curve.
respect it. They act like
They
you
love
can't
to curve
them.
niggas all day, but when you curve them, and even when you do it with kind
And grace.
and grace, when you show them grace
Yeah,
with the
I
curve,
showed her plenty of grace.
they get mad. I got
Did
unfollowed.
she
I got
throw a drink on me that night? Or
I don't think she threw a drink on me.
something like that.
Something like that. Something happened with the drink.
Knocked her drink down.
Yeah, something
You
happened with the
immediately was
drink.
like, I'm definitely replacing your drink.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what. I wasn't there, but I mean, I was there, but I wasn't there at that setting, and niggas.
I was standing right by you.
Yeah, and Blaze gave us the play.
She was towering over.
So yeah, man. So yeah, that's it.
Looking like
That's
a
it,
big
man.
show
Listen, guys. I just want to clear the air, man. Look, I don't have beef with no DJ. I promise you, I don't.
Yeah, not at all.
I don't have no beef.
We love all of them.
Yeah, this is our city. Look, you're talking to, especially these two guys. We're two guys that have been in the mix for a long fucking time, and all we did was share our experience in the mix these last couple times that we went outside. That's it. And I feel like as consumers, we're allowed to do that.
And quiet as kept, there's it's almost like, you know, and maybe it's the messages that they're not receiving it from, but people
That's definitely what it is.
People be sneaking in our inbox, giving us their first encounter stories about DJs and what they not liking. And the only thing we really doing is coming on here and sharing it, because I really don't have too many bad stories to tell you about a DJ.
Yeah, me
You know
either.
what I mean? Like,
Exactly, me either.
Now-
Like I said, my only thing I don't like is when.
the mashup.
Yeah, the mashups, whatever the technical, you know, because
Right, yeah, I seen
somebody was firing at you.
I
That's
seen
what
it.
the technicality.
I seen it. Yeah, mashups, blends. I don't give a fuck.
Call it what you
I
want.
want to hear it in the original form.
Right.
Play the hits. That's it. Depending on the setting. Now, if you're the opening DJ, hey, that's perfect time for you to get your shit off. You can blend it, remix it,
Right,
flip it,
'cause
edit, whatever.
9 times out of 10, I won't be there to hear.
I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to put on.
Right. They put you first for a reason. Like,
I haven't even getting the pregame at that point. So,
but look, they gonna get mad.
yeah, they gonna get mad at no, bro. We allow. Listen, bro. We gotta. Niggas is too sensitive these days, bro. Yeah. We should be allowed to express how we feel, just like niggas is allowed to express how they feel. Right. But all I ask is, if you do feel a way about something that was said on this said platform, whatever other niggas do, but on this platform, we can have a conversation if you feel like it was directed towards you. That's it, because we ain't got no beef with niggas. And a lot of these niggas we done fuck with in some shape or form, put them on with a vent, whatever. Not saying that niggas owe us nothing, but you feel me? I'm like, I can just speak for me. I know. What
we saying is that we've kicked back to the DJ community. We've put the DJ up on the platform. We've saluted the DJ,
and we've made it's a part of our DNA. Anything that we do, we don't do nothing without a DJ. Right. For the most part, am I lying, Blaze?
There hasn't been an event that we've done that we didn't have one.
I'm with y'all 100%.
And it's been, and like I said, because we fuck with so many DJs, it's almost been like musical chairs. How we've swapped out DJs.
Because we've been wanting to try to make sure we highlight each DJ that we fuck with every time we do.
We had a party with all women DJs.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
That was lit too. Might be one of my favorites.
You know, shout out to Dope Fret and
Lil Ratchet.
Lil Ratchet Soul. You know what I mean?
Where she been at? That's one of my favorite DJs.
She's
She's out there in the mix. I seen her. Yeah.
Man, so that's it, man. All we saying
still
is
doing the purple. Yeah. Seen her. Yeah. Seen her.
All we saying is, man, look, we ain't got no beef with niggas. We was just doing what we do. We get on this podcast and we talk about our life.
Why I see this way?
I don't know. And you know, that's it, bro. So if niggas feel like, you know, we not helping the DJ culture, help us understand how we not helping it.
Or don't.
Or whatever.
And how do you see fit that it's our role, like currently what we doing right now, to help the DJ outside of like, you know, we highlight, we name DJs every week down there. You know what I mean? And we
shout niggas out.
We incorporate DJs with
Dame don't agree
that
with
we
you.
do.
Dame don't agree that we ain't DJs out. Dame was very thankful. Shout out to my man Dame. He was
big
like,
shout out to
bro,
Dame.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, how many times have we came in here, we went out on like a random Friday or Saturday, or even a Sunday, and come back the next week and be like, hey, such and such got busy.
Yep.
But it's like, but that don't never get heard. But the moment we say something about we don't like shit, then it's just like, now we haters.
Cause I wish I knew the DJ's name over at Life. Cause he be putting on the show up there. I've never seen it like the nigga be eating a piece of fish with one hand and getting busy with the other hand.
Is that Showtime in there? Is that him?
Not sure of his name, but he's a showman.
Oh,
the showmanship
with the big fedora hat.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets busy.
He gets busy. I wish I knew his name. I wish I knew homie's name.
No, I gotta find his name. Reese.
Hey,
he puts on a master class.
He need to put a tip bucket up there on his stand.
Hey,
like,
he be bro.
Cause I walk right into like, you got what you want, cash up? You want cash? Like my nigga, you doing what you supposed to do.
He be getting busy. I thought it was just me, bro. Yeah. I be enjoying the music when I go to Life, bro.
Yeah, I do too. It's a nice.
Lil Man be in there getting busy too.
Lil Man be in there. I didn't know that. I didn't even know he was still DJing. Salute to Lil Man.
Yeah, Lil Man still be getting busy.
That's dope. Last time I seen Lil Man DJ was like when 107 was doing the comedy shows at the Funny Bone. You know what I mean? So I didn't know Lil Man was still out here. That's dope. That's a legend. You know, he's one of the ones that was getting busy back when we was coming up. You know, when we was teenagers and going into our 20s and shit. Like Lil Man and DJ Drew had the city on smash. If you didn't have Lil Man or DJ Drew DJing your event, you know what I mean? During that time, it was like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, so salute to them guys, man. Again, gentlemen, man. Happy to be back. I needed this fucking getaway, bro. Like
DJ Quick Mode. That's who it is.
DJ
Salute.
Quick Mode.
Salute to you.
I had to go find because it was gonna bother me.
I mean, plus you got a residency in there. So.
Hey, shout out to Quick Mode.
DJ Quick Mode.
I heard some disturbing news too. We'll talk about it off air. I hope it's not true, but we'll talk about it. About life.
Oh,
About
okay.
life.
Summertime, man.
We're gonna forget this.
Yeah, no. I want that too. I might put that in the notes. Like, summertime is officially here, man. I want to start off by saying, like, I love my son to death. Love him to death. I love him to death.
Oh, the shots is coming.
You know what I mean? But
it's about to be one of the ones, Blaze.
If they wanted to start school back up Monday, I would be all for it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's been out of school now. I would say about a month.
Yeah, a little over.
Yeah. 3 weeks of that he's been at my house.
Okay, is it? We not good there? We not good with that?
I'm perfectly fine with that, but it's what comes with that.
If you don't mind me asking, because it's my little cousin you talking about, you got to be careful.
I mean,
what comes with it?
I'm washing clothes every day.
Okay.
He's eating me out the fucking
He's definitely eating
career.
Yeah, no, 100%. If you left something there,
he's already built like a D1 athlete. So,
hey, Reese, if you had to go into work and left like, you know, whatever you had the night before, a Chipotle bowl, whatever you had,
it's getting bashed.
I love my baby to death, but he gotta go. I'm sick of that.
Hey, you like the 10th parent that just said like niggas is fed up with their kids already, bro.
I'm sick, and like I've been spending so much money, like, you know, he got my cars on this thing, so I may be DoorDash and Dad, can I get this? Can I get this on the video game? And you know, because you want to get them up out your face, like, go ahead, get the fuck out of here, like. And you look at that fucking notification come through, like,
$14.99.
What the fuck you up there doing? You know what I mean?
What you order, nigga?
Like, I don't pay that much for fucking Apple Music. Like, what are you up there doing? Like, building this player up on 2K, and this player's a 68. Your player's trash. Like, I'm not contributing another fucking dollar.
Reese is lying.
I'm not contributing another dollar.
Reese is lying, bro.
He's not still a 68, and he's spending money on him.
No, his player's a 90, but his player's trash. and his outfits is super trash. The outfits there's, I'm like, you ain't got not a lick of fucking drip. Like,
hey,
you done spent $180, and your nigga look terrible.
He got anything on? He walking around with a stupid mask and shit.
With a vest on and a fucking mohawk. Like,
can we talk about it? I mean,
absolutely, I'm sick of it.
Here's the truth of the matter is, Reese, we doing a podcast right now. In reality, we need to create us a Fortnite or a Robux or whatever it's called. Reese, these individuals have created a free game that I feel like personally I spent thousands of dollars investing into. Give them the game for free.
I need some stock in that.
And then let's go ahead and just run it up. Like, I mean, Fortnite. Yeah. I mean, they got to be $1 trillion company.
Fortnite and Roblox, what they did to the gaming industry, I bet a lot of these other people has just had to go back to the drawing board and just reevaluate.
Reese, I was disgusted when I would buy Jamon the Elite pack, like the $100 2K, right? Because it comes with the VC coins,
with the VC, right?
And had to realize that Jamon never plays the actual video game.
They don't story mode, none of that shit.
But I'm gonna play a whole franchise. I'm gonna play a whole season. I'm gonna do the whole thing.
They up here simulating shit.
They're not even playing the regular play now.
Yeah.
They're not even. Jamon has probably never. I mean, other than when he's building his player up, of course.
Christian is looking at player cards. Like I go in this room, and Des, you might can fly me in more. Like it'll be a fucking card of Nas Reed being a 99. Like he ain't never been a fucking 99.
Oh, he playing that My Team shit.
Yeah. They love that My Team.
You know what I mean? Like we're all
that My Team shit is different. I mean, if you like, I've played around with that game mode a little bit, but
what is it though? Like,
so it's like basically it's like you can. It's like you basically build your team from scratch. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then like
so he been a real GM?
Yeah, so you be a real GM. You get
but not really though.
You build everything from the coach, the arena, the team, and then they drop these different cards.
But it'd be mad.
Right, yeah, they drop little player cards. So then they'll have like vintage Jordan 85, you know what I mean? And then it's a way to entice you to keep spending money because they want you to keep chasing. Like, so they'll be like, and then now NBA 2K got seasons. So like, this is like the last final season because the new 2K about to come out in like August. So it's like season 8. So now they got like these super gem cards, and then you got to spend so much money to try to get them. And listen, 2K got a crazy business model.
They do. Because 2K done seen the play and was like, man.
Well, I made him show me. Like, he had to, like, because I probably done put in $250, $300 at this point. And I'm like, not only are you going to show me what it is, like, you got to sit there. You got to beat me. And he got on there.
Smacked you.
SGA, he ain't fair on that guy.
Yeah, but he smacked you.
He only beat me by like 13.
That means that he smacked you.
Yeah, and he ain't letting me hear the end of it.
Sounds like somebody.
Oh, yeah, sounds like you.
Sounds like you.
Sounds like you.
Calling his brother up every chance to get, you know what I just did to Dad, right? You know, I'm like, yeah, tell him what I did.
Can you even be mad when this happens? Like, do you ever
be
like
weak? Don't you? Like, damn, it's really me. Like,
right. That is
trash.
trash.
That sound like you. Like that sound like you. You know how to do it.
That is trash. Hang it
up.
They
love saying it. They love saying it. They love saying it. But shout out to my boys, man. Like I said, but if school started back tomorrow, I'd be perfectly fine with that. Like this shit.
Niggas is ready to get them kids out their house.
He eating everything, man. I know he eating. You better use my BJ's card and go get some bulk.
And that's what my chick was saying. She was like, "You ain't got enough groceries." And I'm like, "No, they're just getting 8. Like it's enough in here. This little nigga's just eating like me, like a grown man." But
let me ask you a question: does like Christian eat like noodles and stuff like that? Like, or is he?
He do. Because but he the type, and this is another thing too that pissed me the fuck off. This is just yesterday. The marketing to kids is so out of control. So all week he been on my line, Dad, Wendy's got this meal over here that I need. I'm like, what? The biggie bag? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, say less. Mm-hmm. Fucking Taki meal.
Nah, no thank you. Nah, we ain't doing that. Christian, it's your cousin. All right, listen, check this out. We ain't doing the Taki meal, bro.
I had to go get it.
Did you get it?
$13 meal.
$13 meal?
Yeah. At fucking Wendy's, a fucking Taki meal.
Hold on, they got a Taki meal at Wendy's now?
So it's a chicken sandwich.
I thought I seen something. I thought I seen a chicken sandwich with Takis on it.
Chicken sandwich with the Takis on it.
Shout out to the promo.
I wouldn't dare bite into that. Then they got the Fuego fries where they kind of like put the Taki dust on top of the fries.
No, thank you.
Same thing.
Our stomachs ain't built like that.
Yeah, I can't. No, thank you. Straight.
You're right, and that's the thing. As I'm getting older in age, you know what I mean? Like certain things that just don't sit well or agree with, you know, my stomach, like my palate is definitely changing up, you know what I mean? But
some of the stuff that I be seeing at these fast food restaurants, when I first see it, I be thinking it's not real.
Yeah, that's what the Taki, I was like, I'll put you on punishment. You say one more thing to me about Takis at Wendy's, like, because I thought Takis was a hood snack. I didn't know Takis had went national.
I don't think it was ever a hood snack.
Yeah, like what? Like, have y'all ever had Takis?
Never.
Me neither.
I'm scared.
Jamon's whole Jamon probably don't got a stomach right now because how many Takis he didn't.
Bro,
they got them blue ones. They
need to ban them things.
Yeah, I thought Kennedy was getting that shit up out of here. Like, what the fuck going on? Why is that still on the show?
I'm straight.
It's like the kid version of Four Loko.
And I love chips, but that's one chip I will never try.
You like OG chips. You don't like new chips.
It don't look enticing to me.
Yeah, because the new Doritos is out of control too.
Yeah,
so
much.
Like I seen.
I seen like
ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, I seen like some.
I'm not going one pinky toe past spicy nacho.
But Des, I will put you on to something. They got me in a chokehold right now.
The purple bag fire.
Hey.
So that's when you put it on top of the Chipotle bowl.
Sheets.
Hey, I'm glad we having food talk because I got a food take.
Sheets got the kettle chips on Smash, and they got a flavor over there called honey jalapeno. Oh my God,
Reese, what makes you? Reese, I'm always curious. I want to know what makes you try this stuff.
Well, you know, I'm over there on the slushy game is A1 at Sheets.
Hey,
UDF on campus and UDF out there. Off of in Blacklick, like them two UDFs, I die by them.
Yeah, because the UDF on High Street they machine always down, and they be having some exotic flavors. Yeah. But have you had the peach joint from Sheets?
I've had everything in there.
It's only in select Sheets.
Man, you know how often
the peach lemonade.
Magnifico.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas be in Sheets. I don't be in Sheets like that.
I only go in there for the slushies and those chips, like because that's the only place I got them chips. Okay. I think the brand is Her. Something like that.
Yeah, hers.
But salute to them, man. Like them chips is fire. Honey jalapeno.
I mean, you said her like that's not a hood.
I mean, they've been around forever.
Have they?
Yeah, they've been around. Sure. Yeah, that brand been around forever.
Well, what they doing?
But they don't
remix to that
shit. And
Sheets
though, they got their own.
They don't remix it.
They got their own stand where it's only they brand.
Right.
No Lay's.
Right. The end cap is them.
Yeah,
it's all them. Yeah. They ain't over there with Doritos.
Yeah, they got their own little end cap.
Yeah.
I got a question.
What up?
Have you tried whatever that new ranch thing is from Chipotle?
You think I have? Did you really think I have?
Hold up. What fly me in?
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I wasn't really feeling it.
Hey,
it was too cold.
No, mine wasn't cold.
Yeah, she went and got it from the back and fuck. Hey, listen, Chipotle. Stop bringing me shit from the back. I don't like that. I don't really like that. There's like, it's too much shit going on in that back room, and they bringing shit out to you. Like, nigga, the whole experience is for me to see y'all make this shit.
And I'm already looking in the kitchen.
Yeah,
and I'm already
cold. That sounds cold.
I'm already looking at the kitchen,
cold.
man. And you know, the administration. Let's be honest. The administration, they have slowly been fucking up the kitchens, bro. Yeah. What they doing out here?
So many niggas in management positions.
White House administration?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Them
What ICE is doing, you are slowly fucking up every kitchen in America right now. We need to cut the shit.
Facts.
Because that's so.
They didn't think this through.
They didn't think it through. The hotels is lacking now. The kitchens is lacking now. You feel me? I walk in Chipotle. I already feel some way when I don't see Jesus on that grill and I see that y'all got Jerome, Tyshawn.
Too many niggas in management.
When I see a nigga with twisties chopping up the chicken, I'm already knowing that my bowl is not gonna be exquisite. You start off at a 10. Yeah. You already go down to an 8 off the rip before I even say what my order is because you don't have Jose. Because he's gonna make sure that it's cooked.
Let's talk about it.
I be wanting to ask the niggas for a fade over there at that one by me, the Rose Hill and Broad. Like, I haven't seen a Mexican in there in 3 years.
Oh, you want?
Yeah. In 3 years.
That's just like the one on 161 over there by Key Bank.
Yeah, nah.
Hey,
I hate him.
Hey, that one is bad.
I hate him, bro.
I know the Mexicans want to foul.
I can make my order. They be like, it'll be ready in 10 minutes. I can go over there 40 minutes.
Bro, why is it so bad in there?
I don't even order online because they'll give you a little skimpy ass bowl if you order like.
They will.
You know why I hate the one over there by your bank? First one, the one over there by Key Bank. I already knew. The reason why I stopped going over there, when your Chipotle got security in there, I don't need to be in there. I don't need to be.
Kroger got security in there.
Do they still got the security in there?
Nah, I ain't got no security.
Oh, but for a minute they had a little security.
I mean, but if you go to the actual
armed security in there.
Hold on. If you go to the actual bank,
oh yeah,
we got the metal. We got the whole.
Oh yeah,
where they lock you in. I'm like, bitch, my transaction is done. Let me the fuck out of here.
You can't even. You gotta wait for the green light to go on, and you be like,
I'll
damn.
kick this fucking door down. Now I want to rob y'all. You know what I mean? Because now I'm feeling offended. Like.
Lay off my people, man. Lay off us, man.
Shout out to Key Bank, man. I didn't realize I had a couple of dollars still in my account over there. I'm like, yeah, Zelle that right the fuck up out of there. Right up.
Don't do us like that.
I didn't even know my account was still open. There was just some money sitting up there. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
nigga clicked the Key Bank app on accident. It was like, hold on.
My shit had the thing in it, like where I had to reinstall it. Yeah. Like, I looked at it like, I got money in here? Shout out to that though, man.
Show us love, man. Come back home, man.
I'm gonna keep it, you know what I mean. But Huntington was talking right to me. I was liking what they was doing at the point in time, but I don't know, man. Like they saying, you know, speaking of money, they saying now is the time, you know, with everything that's going on in the world, you know what I mean, that where niggas might want to consider pulling their bread up out of the bank. So you know what I mean, like, cause we come from an era like I think. The first thing we think when we hear war is niggas lining up, shooting guns at each other. And they said that's not even the type of wars that's being fought now. You know what I mean? It's digital war where niggas is, you know, tapping in and shutting down big financial institutions, you know what I mean, educational institutions and shit like that. So not to scare people, you know what I mean, but, you know, I think we have a responsibility to come back here and kind of, you know, report on some of the shit that we hearing out there. And that was one of the fears of what's currently going on with the country right now, that, you know, we possibly could be going through, you know, another war, but it's not that typical war of niggas just lining up shooting bullets at each other. You know what I mean? So do what you want with that. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not here to try to scare nobody. Just want to report on a few things. What's y'all's thoughts on all of that? You know what I mean? I don't want to stay too much with, you know, we're going to get into the intros and all that shit, but are y'all not necessarily in a state of fear, but like, are y'all concerned with, you know, what's going on with the country right now? Because, I mean, we are just operating like it ain't shit, like niggas ain't tossing bombs at each other at nuclear sites, and you know what I mean, and then getting in front of a microphone and talking shit to the other country, like you see what it is, bitch, nigga, what's up?
Yeah, bro, niggas is banging on each other via Twitter. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
and we just kind of carrying on, like, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I seen niggas talking shit to each other back and forth on. I was like, bro, we living in a different world.
Yeah, man.
Niggas got their own Twitter pages dedicated to the.
How y'all feeling though? Like, are y'all feeling like a little worried? Are y'all feeling like, this might be the real deal?
To be honest, Reese, like, I feel like it's a distraction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We say that a lot, you know what I mean? But now, you know,
I mean,
it's
real.
Like, what are they?
No, it's really going. I know, but think about it though. But there's so much other shit going on in the country. It's like, right. I feel like if you're not part of the 1%, you really don't have time to really tap into that.
Yeah, the shit that the rich people is doing right now, these rich games that they playing, or these rich wars that they got going on. Like,
it's like, nigga, we still trying to think about it. You don't even have time to think about the war because you trying to stop Christian from eating you out of house and home. So you like, nigga, fuck the war. Nigga, I'm trying to figure out how I can maintain this lifestyle.
You know what I mean?
Like, you know what I mean? So
you're gonna have to get a second job fucking with him. Like.
So you know what I mean? Us regular citizens, we don't really have that. We don't have the luxury to really care. Yeah. I mean, that might sound ignorant, but
no, it's just a reality though.
Yeah,
it's definitely a reality.
We still worried about getting up the next day and punching the clock.
Yeah. So again, like I don't want to stay there too long. I don't know if Blaze, if you wanted to touch on it before we get into it. Floor is yours. You go. Yeah. Super.
Nasty. Yeah. I don't know, man. You know, I'm kind of on the front line of a lot of this stuff, being in the financial sector. And so things are, weirdly enough, like I seen a downtick last week in interest rates, which I thought was interesting.
Are they having talks with y'all that like something like are they having meetings like, hey, not to alert anybody, but you know, nothing like that yet? Okay.
Not even on the highest levels. I mean, maybe on the highest levels, but I can pretty much get into a lot of rooms, and I haven't heard anything about that. It's kind of business as usual. It's just a lot of volatility in the market, and the market doesn't like volatility. Like, so it's not a lot of trust. Like when it's like when the administration, as Daz would say, are wilding out, the market's gonna be like, oh, put a pause on it. We ain't doing that. So like the race was kind of going down, but when tariffs came into play, race went back up. And like, we don't know what's happening. We don't know what we're doing. And so when that happens, a lot of times it's a lot of pause because the market's gonna be conservative no matter what. So, and we don't have the most conservative administration in place right now.
That's what be so crazy to me about, you know, a lot of this shit that do be going on is that it'd be so trendy or so newsworthy for a week, like it'll be in a cycle, like the tariffs, like you said, or just the shit that was going on with, you know, the TikTok and the ban or the food bans and all that shit, and then out of thin air just disappear, and it's no longer, you know, on the chopping board, like, or on the chopping block, like it's no longer even being discussed. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, what happened? Like, did they come to an agreement? Like, did something change? Like, niggas just move away from it, and it's like, oh well, you know what I mean? But enough of that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of What We Talking About podcast. I am CEO, the veteran, perfect motherfucking attendance, 1/3 of a few things, 1/3 of the rollout boys. And
are you on one right now? Are you like, did you decide to jump out there or no?
Little slight rollout. I don't even think what I'm doing no more would be considered a rollout. You know what I mean? I think the world know it is what it is. I mean, I heard a few feelings. You know what I mean? But
did you?
Come with the territory.
It does.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's very true.
I wasn't surprised at all. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying though.
Yeah, you know, but you know, it is what it is. I'm in a different, you know, stage in my life. You know what I mean? I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. A little heavier than what I want to be, but I got to rededicate myself again to the gym. You know what I mean? The gym is such a hard thing, man, especially when you don't have the time. Like, because the gym is something that you really just have to make time for. You know what I mean? And if you ain't, it's easy to not make time for the gym. It's easy to say, man, I'm tired, or I got this to do. Like, it's real easy to fall out of that pattern, and you know that's a habit that I keep falling into. Is I fall out of my routine workout pattern, but I'm back on it. You know what I mean? I'm not giving up. You know what I mean? Like, because I've seen too many people, you know, check up out of here, or too many people have life changing health conditions. You know what I mean? That's fucking them up in their 40s and
for sure
50s and shit. So I mean that shit is scary. Like when you sit down and look at it. And then when you get to looking at your kids and be like, I ain't even a grandpa yet. You know what I mean? Like I gotta make it to see that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Who else in the building, man? Like I don't want to ramble too much. Who else in the building?
Man, it's your boy Daz Arnaz. If you don't know me, 10 of your friends do.
Yes, sir.
Local nigga with a major buzz.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
What we talking about?
You know, another day we pod, man. Another day. I get to talk some shit with my brothers on this mic, man.
Yeah.
Love.
You know, we need y'all to just really want to put out this PSA, man. We're tired of the secret listeners. You know,
yeah.
We need y'all to like, share, subscribe. You know, all that good shit. Really put the message out there.
Tap in.
You know, really let people know that you're listening. You know, at even if you don't want to add us as individuals, at the page so we can repost you. Like,
nah, at me.
Is this a fair question though? Like, if you are a loyal listener to the show, like why would you not follow the podcast page? Why would you not subscribe to the YouTube page? Like, what would be the reason?
I don't know.
I think most of them do.
I think the loyal listeners do.
Yeah, because you said loyal.
But no, but I feel like we have a lot of secret loyal listeners.
I'm saying we got a lot of
not the ones that show us love out loud.
Yeah.
We talking about the ones that like. Because lately I've been getting like approached about the show, and I'm like, well, I didn't even know you listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Y'all, the numbers are not in y'all's faces like they are for me.
True.
I have to log in every week.
But this is, I feel like, but this is what people don't understand, especially for what we want. Like when I say that we are independent, bro. We don't have no bots. We don't have no. There's nothing that's funding this thing but us. Yeah. So we'll never reach the heights of some of these bigger podcasts because they have production companies and shit like that behind them. You know, outside of Joe Budden. Joe Budden is really a true independent, but Joe's an anomaly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. But you feel me? But he got, but he has an infrastructure. You feel what I'm saying? We are the talent. We are the infrastructure. We're everything.
Right. After we wrap these mics, then we get into the editing.
Yeah, it's right. And then we got to share our own shit. So it's like, now one thing I will say, and salute to my brother Trav. Trav has been pressing me about it, and he like, Dez, you have to promote yourself more. He be like, bro, you do so much stuff. You do a lot of dope shit, but you don't never really post it. You don't ever really show it on your social media. And I'm like, man, I'm really bad at that. And that's because it's like, it's the gift and the curse of the era that we grew up in, right? Mm-hmm. Like we kind of grew up in an era where it's like, you really didn't want to like.
Too cool for school.
Yeah, it's kind of like you let the people do that for you. You don't want to be the one to do it. But in today's era, if you don't celebrate yourself, ain't nobody going to celebrate you. You know what I mean? You kind of low key got to be a little arrogant to get people to pay attention to what you're doing, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
like not rude, not be an asshole, but you gotta really
supremely confident.
Yeah, you gotta really show that energy for people to like want to tap in. Like, man, what he do? What is he doing? Let me see what's going on. Like, why he carry it like that? You feel me? So I ain't gonna ramble too much, man. We here, man. Let's fucking pod.
Let's pod. Who else in the building, man?
Yeah, the bearded.
What we talking about?
Yeah, the bearded one. That's crazy that I'm the bearded one because like I'm just definitely the last one to the table. Like I've been had beards.
You should. You embrace it. Bearded Blaze. It should.
It's cool. It's cool. Shout out to my brothers. You know I'm 1/3.
Yes, sir.
They try to make it out that I'm one of the greatest offender of this crew of the 1/3 thing. I think that's
definitely a toxic boy.
I mean, it's cool, but I just feel like y'all think that I'm the most flagrant of offenders of this term.
Let's put that on your jacket. I don't think I did.
Hey, that nigga different, man. Bearded Blaze, hey. Bearded Blaze is up there with Villain Bron, like.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Listen, still one of the ones. I don't want y'all to ever forget that neither. Like no matter what. Because I don't want you to ever be confused. But I'm here to pod with my brothers, man. We in here. And yeah, I don't ever get tired of the pod because I look forward to it because I look forward to coming in here with these niggas and talking this talk, man. It brings me great joy to my life. So we here. Indeed, welcome home. Indeed. It's been a minute.
It's crazy how taking off one episode, like, shout out to my nigga Keys, man. My nigga Keys pressed me in the club. He like, Dad, man, like, what's up with y'all niggas, man? Like, I seen him on Wednesday. Like, bro, y'all be fucking up the week.
And they really be like,
because like a lot of niggas look for us to kick the week off. Like, they like, nah.
For sure. And I want to shoot us some bell because I'm usually the person that be with. Shout out to Keys. I'm usually with him. I do feel like this though. Sometimes we do need
a reset.
Sometimes I feel like maybe we should do better at giving them a warning. But I feel like we should.
Fuck that. we ain't gotta check in with niggas and let them know that.
I'm just saying, if they there supporting us and they there for be a part of their week. Like if Joe don't drop, y'all gonna lose y'all's mind.
I would. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so it's like
I need every episode. I need both of them. I need my Patreons.
Right, I'm getting like 4 episodes a week from Joe, 4 to 5.
Yeah. I'm not.
And anytime I miss out on one, I'm like, where you at?
I never left. When you left me,
he ain't rank up like you.
Stay there.
How do you get the bird and all that? That ain't on the 25.
I don't even know if I got the bird. I just keep seeing the clips.
Because I thought the Friday shows that drop aren't those part of the $25 here?
No.
Every Friday when they drop?
No.
I get a show.
Friday.
Yeah,
I don't get a Friday.
Yeah, every Monday I get.
That's $25 here.
So I might not have got the bird.
I can't believe I'm paying $25.
I can't believe you contributed to that 900 bands.
Hey,
I want smoke.
It's worth every dollar for me,
It
man.
is.
I get my money's worth.
Joe's podcast really carries me through.
No, I got Bird.
Week. You got Bird?
Mm-hmm.
So do you?
No, that's old Bird. That's an old show.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you get the podcast like? Because on Mondays,
I get Mondays.
Okay, that's a drop from.
And I get all the other extra BS shows that nobody
Market
want.
Ian and all that.
I get that. I've never seen it before.
So you just not getting that show that drops every Friday. He drops a show every Friday as well.
Yeah, I don't get the Friday show. I get Monday.
Yeah, you do a Friday. Then
Friday
you do
be
Saturday.
fire. It'd be some fire shit on Fridays,
Fire.
and it's all from recording from that.
So your 4 shows is Monday, Wednesday,
Right.
Friday,
Yep.
Friday.
And then
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just missing the Friday.
Just missing the Friday, and you really ain't missing it. Like if one of got it, we all got it. What was I gonna get into? Oh yeah, before we even get into the show, man, I wanted to salute my brother Diggs. He's home and he's back in town. Just got it with him and his girl, and my other brother Ern, him and his girl Ash. We just linked up at a dope spot over there downtown. What did I say it was called? Bradside. Super dope spot. Nice little kicking, man. Listen, what black people is doing the brunch across the country.
I didn't know that Bradside did brunch. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it's a limited menu, but it's
Their whole menu is limited though.
I had a bourbon bacon sandwich with these potatoes. Oh my god, like they had this
numbers.
aioli sauce on it. There's like
It did numbers.
I wanted to walk to the back, like who is back here doing this? Like the shit was fire. I didn't really care for the drinks, and they're a little costly.
And but that's what always rob you at the brunch. It's the drinks, Reese.
The
Like
mimosas was trash. The cocktails was trash, but the food was a fucking one. Salute to Diggs though, man. DJ Diggs at that, you know what I mean? He down in Atlanta getting busy on the DJ side.
Is he DJing? You know
Yeah, getting busy. Like every week, you know, this nigga's somewhere. Like nigga done been booked all the way out in Africa. You know what I mean? So salute to my homie.
Wow.
Being home.
Salute.
I didn't even know.
And you know, I was confused, like, cause I was telling my girl before, when we was on the way up there, I'm like, my nigga been living in the A now about 12 years. And when we sat down, I was like, how long you been in Atlanta? He was like, man, I've been in Atlanta 20 years.
I was thinking more 20.
Time is fucking flying, bro.
You've been doing this podcast damn near 20.
20 years, a dub.
that's like Jordy. I be telling people, I'm like, yeah, Jordy been in there like 5-6 years. He was like, nigga, I've been out there for 10 years.
That's crazy. He been out there 10?
10.
That's crazy, man. Time is getting away from us.
How long we been doing this podcast? 7 years?
I thought it was 7. You know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, it's really longer than that because, like you said, B-side. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but what we talking about alone? Like you think that's the newest? But it's 7 years.
It's definitely been 7 because now that I look back on the fuck shit that happened, that was 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you know how different our lives are today.
Yeah.
So different.
I definitely won't forget that because I remember we did the show on 420. You know, the Flow show when Jock and them came down, Jock and Diego. That was the 420 show, and that was in 2018. So we had been rocking long before that as well too. So
We was a couple years in
are
before
we
that.
like 8 to 9 years in?
No, we 7 years, but 7 years. So you talking 2018?
You sure though? Because that was 2018 when we did that.
I don't think
April of 2018.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Maybe 2019. If it ain't 18, it's 19. It's one or the other.
Yeah, I don't think because we was.
But you saying that we've been
What was you
doing
at the
the
radio
show
station?
a couple years.
Huh?
When was you at the radio station?
Shit, I think I started the radio station like 2016.
And we got in there right away when he was in the radio station.
Mhm.
Like,
So we might have started. Like I said, I thought like 2017.
Yeah, I was like 2016 when I started the radio.
Our lives.
it didn't take a year for us to get up in that studio, did it?
Nah.
Yeah.
What studio?
At 107.
We started there.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's saying,
But it did. But we didn't do that right away.
We
Like,
didn't do
it.
I
was ready to go.
probably was like a year in at the radio station.
He was ready to go when we did this. This was his effort. I'm taking over.
right? Because we went from B side, and then the rebrand.
Yeah, because remember we did a couple shows without the radio station. Then I was like, nah, we gonna start recording. And then Blaze was like, nah. I'm like, no, trust me, Blaze. Like, we good. Because for real, for the radio, bro, honestly, 107 had no clue we was doing them shows. Even the videos we put on, they had no. Somebody told on me. That's how. But I mean, I knew that was gonna happen. But they had no clue that we was even doing that.
Same thing with the lemon loaf. But didn't we do the lemon loaf for damn near a year?
Yeah, we definitely ran amok in there.
That's
for
what I'm
like a
saying.
year plus.
Insane too. I mean,
The Lemon Loaf was all in 2017 then.
He was like starting recording at like 11 o'clock on Sunday night sometimes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that was all of 2017.
A lot of bicker for that. I had fun.
2017?
Yeah, because the live show happened in 2018.
I don't have nothing. I don't got no. I got this iPad, so I can't really look at old footage or nothing like that. I can look at it on YouTube.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's a blur, you know what I mean? But again, like, that kind of goes back to, you know, the flowers that I was given at the top of the show, man. Like, just the work that we've been putting in, like, as long as that we've been at it, you know what I mean? And I think that's to be saluted, you know. But let's get into the show, man. First things first, man. Like, I want to get into a legend, to one of the GOATs, you know, to one of the ones, hometown hero, a guy that, you know, it's a love-hate type of thing, the King, LeBron. Now, I know this happened when we was off, you know what I mean, but, you know, he set the sports media world on fire with his Mind the Game podcast with Steve Nash, and, you know...
7 years for sure.
7 years for sure.
Our first video was what we talking about. Episode 1 promo was 7 years ago.
Yeah. But he came out and he made a bold statement of basically rings don't matter, you know, or this ring culture is ruining the game of basketball, the way that we view certain players or the way that we judge certain players. And, you know, the first thing that I said, you know what I mean, is here go Bron again looking for a way to, you know, spin the narrative. Because I think the writing is on the wall for him, and he's finally accepted it now that I'm not going to catch Mike in rings.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Yeah. So
that's a wrap.
Let me try to get ahead of it somewhat with this new crazed social media fan base that's done gave this whole GOAT debate all kind of new life. Now, it's a lot of toxic shit that goes on within that, you know, debating. You know, me and my good friend, you know, we done fell out, you know what I mean, because of these heated debates, you know what I mean? And, you know, sometimes niggas just don't know how to keep it strictly on the court. You know what I mean? They take other shit, you know, for whatever reason. But sticking with Bron, rings don't matter. First, I think what I want to say in regards to that, rings definitely do matter. You can't have a GOAT debate without the rings, like, you know what I mean? Because if that's the case, you know, it's several niggas that would be eligible to be considered the GOAT. You know what I mean? Like, it got to be something that separates you from the others. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm going to keep it a buck. You know, I don't think Magic Johnson can beat Tracy McGrady. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think as a skill set, you know, that fucking John Stockton can do anything with fucking Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of these people, and I don't want to even be one of those ones that try to shit on the air, because, like, I try my hardest to stay away from that. I fucking hate when I see people trying to shit on the airs and saying Bron or whoever would go and kill in this air. Like, yeah, this Bron would, but that's not the Bron that we would see back then. Right. It would be the Bron of whatever that air is, and that's how the game is played.
You make a great point.
You know what I mean? So I hate having that conversation with people, and it infuriates me that people even take that. You know, it's such a elementary like approach. Like,
because the game constantly changes.
Yeah,
because it's like there's a lot of niggas that we feel like, okay, let's say 10 years ago, a lot of niggas 10 years ago, if they played in today's NBA, their careers would have been totally different.
Yeah.
Because like now I feel like now it's a more relaxed, positionless basketball. But back in the day, it's like, nigga, some of these guards, they weren't able to get off like a Shea was, because you had to run the offense. You had to run the offense, throw it down to the big,
you had this old school ass coach that kept these old philosophies, and we still running it through this.
And then if you don't get with the program, you get benched, and then you get bounced up out the league.
Yeah. So in regards to the ring conversation with Bron, like, what's your thoughts on it? Like, how do y'all feel about Bron coming out saying this at the time and that he said, because we all know Bron is super, super calculated. Like, he don't do nothing without it being a motive or something behind it. Like, he ain't just coming out saying this at this point in time. You know what I mean? It's always calculated with Bron. But what's y'all's thoughts on LeBron making this type of statement, the time that he made the statement, and the statement itself? And then, like, we can also get into the Fanatic Fest that took place, the panel that Stephen A. had with First Take. Salute to Stephen A., man. Like, I know niggas be trying to kick his back in, but, like, what Stephen A. is doing for black media and the opportunities that he's giving these niggas to be on the biggest platform and letting them highlight their shit and get their shit off and letting them be them. I think that's super fucking dope. I don't think he get enough credit for what he do. Like, a lot of people try to say that Stephen A. be shucking and jiving, which he do to an extent. You know what I mean? But I look at it more so like as he's a showman. You know what I mean? And he be up there performing. Like, Stephen A., I look at him like showtime. You know, when 10 o'clock hits, it's showtime. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
because when he comes to these other podcasts, he say it all the time. Yeah. Like, when he came to Gillian Wallow, it was a good interview. I think he came to Jeff Teague shit, right?
Yeah. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he was spitting game and just saying, like, look, y'all gotta listen, man. Like, people that I think is dope, people that doing the thing, I'm gonna look out for y'all. Like, anytime I get an opportunity to highlight y'all, I'm gonna do it. But y'all just have to be ready when I give y'all the, you know what I mean? When I give y'all.
And I done seen all them niggas, like, from the Knuckleheads, 720, Gilbert Arenas. I've seen all of these niggas on ESPN.
Facts.
All of them.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I think that's super dope. Even Amon Shumpert being a courtside, analyst, for the finals. I thought that was dope.
But I actually liked him though. He was saying some the couple times I did catch him, like, you could tell, like, he played the game. He know what he's talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I got your back, Shump. Like, we about to get Teyana up out of here. Don't fret. A couple more hours. But let's get into the ring culture. What's y'all's thoughts on that, man? Like, do y'all think Bron is responsible for, not all the way responsible, do y'all think he has a lot to do with how toxic this GOAT debate is?
Listen, I mean, I feel like, we've had these type of discussions since the beginning of time, and it's never going to end. Like, you know what I mean? It's just now, I feel like barbershop talk has now spilled into mainstream media. Right. And mainstream media have just found a way to, like, filter out, like, I don't want to say filter out the ignorance, because some of these cats on ESPN and Fox Sports and stuff like that, they do stuff for shock value, because they know, like, we can't be traditional journalists because that's not what get the views. We got to be a little ignorant. We got to say a crazy hot take. We got to say, oh yeah, Larry Bird, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, just to get niggas the viewers. You feel me? But I mean, I feel like we cannot erase ring culture, because I'm with you. Because if that's the case, then, there's guys like Iverson, there's guys like Chuck. Not saying that they're not great players, not saying that they're Hall of Famers. We all know that. That's cemented. But if you're not able to get your team, I mean, this is what you play the game for, right? You play the game to get to the promised land. So if you're not able to get your team to the promised land, and you're just able, and you're good at getting individual stats, are you really that guy? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a simple conversation. Like, we can't help that you was born in a certain era, this, and third. But also, too, to your Bron point, Bron, when you went to Miami, listen, you went to Miami because of ring culture. Let's keep it all the way G real. Because if you didn't care about ring culture, why go to Miami, right?
And he said a certain championship in Cleveland that he delivered is what he said made him the GOAT. So, I mean, you was saying that based off of that championship.
And when you went to Miami, you was saying that y'all was going to win 7 rings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like now we can't try to rewrite history and rewrite, you know what I mean? We can't try to, like, switch it up now because you on your way out. And I hate to do it because y'all know I love the king, but we got to call a spade, bro. You on bullshit, bro. You on bullshit, bro. Yeah. You on bullshit, bro. You can't. Ring culture is a thing whether you like it or not.
Hey, I'm going to keep it a buck. I really don't like him sitting there having this conversation with Steve Nash. Like, Steve Nash is a great, but it was almost like he kind of went out of his way to say rings don't matter. Is he doing that because his co-hosts don't have rings?
No, he's doing.
I think that's part of it.
I think it's a piece of it.
You know what I mean? So it's like
small piece though, like 10%.
Yeah, super small piece. Everything is self-serving for Bron. You know what I mean? But it's like, let me throw you a bone since you're sitting here in front of me. I want people to look at you as great. We all know the narrative on Steve Nash. Like, they say both his MVPs aren't his. Yeah. You know, one should have been Kobe's, one should have been Shaq's. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get rewarded an MVP for the way that you elevate the others around you. Because, I mean, his numbers wasn't the greatest. You know what I mean? I believe Steve Nash was like 17 and 11 a year. He won MVP.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't nothing crazy. You know what I mean? It might have been
Google it, Blaze.
18 and 10. But they won, like, I believe, 60-something games. You know what I mean? He got Mike D'Antoni might have been the coach of the year. You know what I mean? They was the number 1 seed. You know what I mean? And it was the impact of what he did. He elevated a lot of people around him. So I'm not as mad, like, because it's almost turned into, if you lead the league in scoring, you're going to damn near get the MVP. You know what I mean? And I hate that that's kind of what the MVP award has turned into.
I didn't know that his numbers was like this.
Well, you got the numbers? What are they?
I do.
Talk about it. Wake it up.
So the 2004, 2005, I did not know. I don't even want to say this.
What is it, like 16 and 10?
15 and a half points per game.
Yeah.
11 and a half assists per games. 3.3 rebounds, 50% from the field, 43% from three, which is
I think he was a 50-40-90 when he won it, like which is nothing.
He was a 50-40-90 the next year,
okay.
So he was a 50-40-88.
Okay.
That first year, the next year was a little better. He averaged 18.8, 10.5 assists, 4.2 rebounds, 51% from the field, which is extraordinary.
Yeah.
43.9%, so 44% from three, and 92.1% from free throw.
So
which is
50-40-90 is what got him, and plus I think they was the number 1 overall. You know what I mean? But it's guys like Kobe, Shaq. You know what I mean? Mike, LeBron. You can't just give those guys an MVP every year. You got to reward some of these other guys for doing some shit with lesser, or with less, I should say. I think Shaq and Kobe canceled each other out a lot, all them years that they played with each other. But what happened?
Kobe.
The year that Kobe should have got it, that Steve Nash got it. I think Kobe was at like 31 that year.
35.4 points per game.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but I think they didn't make the playoffs that year, or they might have been the 8th seed. Seventh seed. Okay, yeah. And they might have lost to Phoenix.
He scored 81 that year.
So I mean, I hate Bron doing this. Like, Bron is too much of a great to do a lot of this bozo shit that I consider bozo shit. Some people don't. You know what I mean? But the way that I look at it is like Bron, you don't have to do the shit that you do. Like, you're cemented. You know what I mean? Like, cemented. And Stamp. I hate how his camp takes people saying that he's the second greatest person to ever touch a basketball in its entirety, how they take that as disrespect. Like, I've never seen nothing like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so this whole trying to spin the narrative or change the narrative, so people can look at you in a different light, like, I just hate it. You know what I mean? I hate it. And also, to tie in with that, like I was saying with the Fanatic Fest that took place over the week or last weekend, they had the panel with Gilbert Arenas, Tracy McGrady, and Jason Williams, Duke legend Jason Williams, and Stephen A. Smith, of course. Tracy McGrady came in, and he kind of agreed with Bron, and I expect him to do that because he didn't win no rings, and in a lot of circles, T-Mac is considered a great. But I also say, as great as he is, he can't be in that conversation. He didn't deliver. You know what I mean? Like, he had ample opportunity. It's one thing to, just we fell short, you know what I mean? But he fell short every year. Yeah. Like, he had teams with Yao Ming and them, you know what I mean? He had Grant Hill. Now, Grant Hill got hurt, you know what I mean? But he was also in the East when Iverson was carrying the Philadelphia 76ers to the finals. T-Mac's teams, I think, was slightly better. You know what I mean? But Iverson had something different in him. That's why Iverson is a league MVP. T-Mac ain't even been an MVP in the league. You know what I mean? As great as he is.
And T-Mac, at the end of the career, he definitely went ring chasing.
Oh, yeah. He almost got one over there. So he came a year too late or a year too early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when he went to San Antonio?
When he went to San Antonio. But T-Mac got up there and said, you swap me out with Kobe, and I'll be a champion as well. And I just thought that was...
I don't like it.
crazy disrespect.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I mean, I could kind of see it.
I can see it for sure.
When Shaq was in his prime.
I mean, if you talking just strictly,
but I don't think he would have got it. I don't think he would have got it done when it was just Kobe, like Kobe and Paul Gasol in there. I don't think he would have got it done.
He wouldn't have. He didn't get it done with Yao Ming.
Right.
You know, he didn't get it done with Shane Battier, Yao Ming, like a great supporting cast.
Ron Artest.
Yeah.
Skip.
Yeah, he had a great.
Hey, Aaron Brooks was getting busy off the bench too. Yeah.
I remember Aaron Brooks was a great.
Yeah. Then they had Mike Jones, the backup point guard, ballhead nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's bro. T-Mac, like someone used to.
And he had a good coach. Who was his coach over there? Rick Adelman, I believe.
Scola. They had Scola.
Yeah, Luis Scola. Yeah, I love.
Bro,
Luis.
yeah, T-Mac. Yeah, some of the Houston teams wasn't bad, but they was just in the West.
In the West,
like you said, he couldn't get it done.
Couldn't get it done. I mean, my favorite player couldn't get it done in the West. The West was tough. KG couldn't get it done.
Nah,
you know what I mean? He
was too loaded.
He got to the Western Conference Finals.
Also, I think KG should have left a little earlier.
He should have. He wasted
a lot of time.
4 years in Minnesota.
He wasted a lot of time in Minnesota.
He should have banged after that first contract.
Facts.
You know, when as much as I love Sam Cassell and Sprewell, like when that's what they offered him, like to go up again, like, do you see number 8 in LA? And you want me to take Sam Cassell, like, and again, no shade. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, Kobe is such a weird study. You know what I mean? Like, because I understand he's been elevated since he's died.
Mm-hmm.
But
thank you for saying that, Reese. Like, a lot of people don't want to admit that.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's definitely.
But bro, like basketball fans don't want to admit that.
I ain't mad at it though. Like
I'm not either. I'm not either. But
people
like
paying respect.
Yeah,
he was low key most hated by the time he retired.
Right. Yeah.
Facts.
Media didn't care for him. Players didn't care for him. He wasn't a player's player.
Man,
you know what I mean? He wasn't.
He was stealing money from.
And
the
I want you to get to your point.
4 or 5 years.
I want you to get to your point. But you know what's funny that you say that? I feel like the way that Bron is carrying it right now, Bron's about to go out like that.
He's flirting.
Not quite though, because Kobe did have one market where he was beloved in L.A.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. The Lakers, yeah. You couldn't talk bad about Kobe about the Lakers,
right?
But the media,
the
media, but no, but the Lakers, but the LA don't love Bron like that.
That's what I'm saying. They don't love Bron. That's
and the media ain't fucking with Bron because because Bron been trying to go to. He been trying to like low key be the Don. Like if you ain't speaking good about me, you can't speak about me at all.
Listen, what y'all witnessing?
But I want you to get back to your point before. But go ahead, say what you got.
No, go get to your point first.
I forgot what I was just saying.
Man,
you were saying that Kobe was just elevated.
Okay,
yeah,
I'll follow it up. Go ahead.
I just think that what we watching is a sinking ship.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
I don't like it, bro.
He's too much of a great to be doing this.
I don't like it.
I'm looking at something right now.
What's up?
From Legions. It says LeBron James is uncertain about the current Laker roster per ESPN. Rich Paul hints that LeBron could leave next season for a better chance to compete for a championship.
And go where? That might be the New York play next year. Cause
listen.
They fuck with Worldwide West,
bro.
We gotta talk about KD.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro. I would have rather for us to get KD. I do not want LeBron James to end his career in New York. I do not, bro. I will be disgruntled.
You want the farewell tour?
No.
I don't think it's coming. I hear the media have been talking about it lately. Like,
yeah, bro.
I don't think it's coming.
Reese, listen. Yeah, if he's not doing it in LA, we're not giving him no fucking farewell tour in New York, bro.
I really don't think it's
crazy.
He
should get.
I think teams are going to
one place only.
I think teams are going to do some type of.
I feel like the NBA is going to salute him, but the Knicks aren't about to roll out the season for Bron. You're crazy.
The problem is that the teams that would do it for him, they're too good.
We're good now.
Hey,
the Knicks are too good. The Cavs are too good.
It's looking like they might be setting up to allow him to come back.
Nah,
that would be a fatal mistake.
Yeah, I agree.
That'd be a fatal mistake.
They look like.
I see what you're saying, though.
They look like they gearing up to.
But that would be. And Bron would be weak for that, bro.
He don't care about that. Bron is like if one thing that we do know.
Do we really want to see a third stint of Cleveland with LeBron?
We do not. We do not.
I don't want to see Bron in 2025, 26.
And I damn sure don't want to see him in now. Like, bro, New York will get him the fuck up out of here. New York media. There's no way he's coming to New York. He's not going to be in. Do you know what media will do, LeBron? Try to come his last season to fucking Knicks?
It'll be bad. It'll be bad.
They will dog this nigga. And the Knicks fans, we not going for that. Like, nigga, you gonna wait till you think you about to just ride out to the sunset in New York and waste a year with us?
Being ball dominant and ruining our chemistry.
Get the fuck out.
We already ain't got
bro.
no coach. Dez coaching next year.
You said what?
Dez gonna be coaching next year.
I really don't see this farewell tour for.
Hey, you've been saying that, Reese, and the more and more I look at it, I'm with you, Reese. Like, where is he gonna do that? Because the Lakers is making it clear, and they got new management. They just sold ownership. Yeah,
they don't give a fuck what y'all do.
They just sold the squad.
And Magic is a part of that ownership group.
And you know Magic don't fuck with
Magic
Bron.
don't really fuck with Bron like that.
That's why he left. Let's be honest. Let's be all the way honest here, bro. And I know we're just guys that sit on the couch. We don't. But I'm gonna be all the way honest. I feel like Bron played a big factor of Magic saying, "I'm not gonna be like." He seen what the fuck was going on.
Nah, we can't have revisionist history. I think what it was is that he wanted to fire Luke Walton.
No, I'm not saying it's all Bron. Let's be clear. I'm not saying it's all Bron. But bro, Bron comes with a lot.
Shifted the LA story though.
Yeah,
everything that's going on, like as a direct.
And if you see OG Lakers fans, bro, they don't be like worthy.
I don't know one.
They ain't really fucking.
They've never really. They've accepted him, but he ain't one of theirs.
Yeah. He's not in the good old boy club. Like, when they
we'll deal with you because you're a Laker. You know what I mean? But
I know some Laker fans that haven't even watched since he's been over there.
The OG players, they ain't fucking with him. Because when Worthy be commentating, like, I forget what broadcast he on, but Worthy be like.
When they made Kareem come out there and hand that nigga the ball when he
Kareem
passed him
was
and
sick.
scored, like
Kareem was like,
"Fuck y'all doing, man?"
You see Kareem's face? That nigga.
6-time MVP. Like, I gave y'all niggas 5 championships. Y'all making me come out here to pass this nigga a ball?
And honestly, Bron ran amok in the Laker organization.
Look what Bron is doing in LA. He made the Griffies come out there for the opening night. Like, look at this shit Bron is doing.
Yeah,
he's turning
forced them niggas to let JJ Redick coach.
Made his son get drafted.
Come on, man. We gotta really wake it up.
3 coaches fired.
They had enough. Like, I've been saying this for
we gotta
weeks
wake it
now.
up.
Jenny just sold the Lakers. Like,
he's so lucky that was a player option. He was so lucky that was a player option
because they want him gone,
bro.
He screwed.
She took the first thing. Like, how much? I'll take it.
I mean, she took 10.
I mean, they got 10 Bs though.
10 Bs. Fact.
And she's still on the staff.
And they still on 15%.
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
They said the 15% ain't gonna be like it's like a limited time thing, but
probably
still
like 3. It's probably transitional years. Like we just want to learn the books. We gonna shadow you. But I'm saying like let's jump into that. The Lakers sell for $10 billion. I mean that just leads me to think if they gave her $10 billion that. They've definitely forecasted and like
nigga, it's a storybook franchise.
They getting $3 billion a season, probably damn near.
Reese, you got to think if you got it like that, like when you hear an opportunity like that on the table to buy the lost end, like that's a story. There's some franchises
How
that
much
you
of
feel
that
like
you think is liquid.
You said what?
How much of that y'all think is liquid?
All of it, Reese. This is a purchase. This is a transaction. It's $10 billion.
I mean, it got to be some fees that go somewhere else. Like, do you think? The bus is
no. Okay, there's always some type of.
Yeah,
I'm talking about excluding taxes and all that shit. But do you think it's like the NBA saying like, all right,
what I'm saying to you is that the bank is sending somebody $10 billion.
The wires coming through for $10 billion.
Yes. The Saudi prince just sent 10 Bs and a couple Campbells over, nigga, and it's lit.
Would y'all have sold? I don't think I would have sold. Like somebody offered me $10 billion. Like, if y'all willing to give me $10 billion,
look. If I'm a bus, because there's multiple family members on the board,
right?
Because everybody wasn't on board,
right? But
a majority.
I think Jeannie, yeah.
No, like there's a bunch of the bus family that's on the board for the
I thought it was just the 2 kids.
Nah, like it's a family thing. It's the kids.
The Rambuses might be on there, but
because he's been a head coach a couple times.
I'm dead serious. They locked up.
They said Kurt was
and his wife
played a huge role in free agency, and some motherfuckers not coming there.
And his wife,
yeah,
they big time. Man, I don't know. I would have never sold. Let me tell y'all why.
Too much history in it.
How much money do you need, bro?
And that flex of being the owner of the.
But how much money do you need?
Facts. I agree. Like.
What more can they buy now that they couldn't buy yesterday?
You would have had to give me something stupid to sell. Like
this ain't the Grizzlies. This ain't the Raptors. This is a story
like
book franchise. That's what I'm saying. So if I'm one of the people that was buying it, and I'm like, hold up, we got a chance to get the Lakers, nigga. I'm calling everybody and their mom like, nigga, I don't give a fuck how much you got.
I think that's one of them organizations that you never give up. The Dallas Cowboys, the Los Angeles Lakers, the New York Yankees. Like, I'm never giving it up. Like,
especially if I have any relation to the
print
bus,
my money.
I'm stomping on the table. I'm acting like Bobby Schmurder. Like, there's no way we're selling this.
Yeah, never. Like, and that lets me know how much we're worth that you're willing to pay me $10 billion.
It's the fucking Los Angeles Lakers in LA, Reese. Yeah. And we up another 20 years because we signed Luka, nigga. So you know what I mean? So we selling jerseys like hotcakes, nigga. Yeah.
Hey, this dude got crazy paper though.
Yeah, he owned the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
He's super flexing then. Nigga, I own the Lakers and the Dodgers.
I mean, he's the one that got the Dodgers out here winning all these championships.
That's what I'm saying. He flexing.
But they keep trying to correlate the two. Like, you know, it's night and day. It's apples and oranges because, I mean, there's no salary cap in baseball. You know what I mean? Like, you can go out there and give, you know, Shohei $500 million. You can go give Mookie Betts $500 million. NBA, you know what I mean?
That second apron got niggas panicking, boy.
Bro. It is.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. We might see another lockout next CBA.
I don't think so. I think they're making way too much money, and the players like. I think it would be a mistake if they did try to lock out.
I think
because I'm gonna be honest, bro. Because
the owners have finally got the.
I'm about to say this last CBA. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like the owners is gonna try to buck even more. It might get testy because like Blaze said, they got some power back. The players still hold the cards.
Them niggas own the building, the parking lot, and concessions, and we got these niggas. And like, for years, we've always thought that, you know, NBA contracts is guaranteed. Like, all of them ain't even guaranteed.
Nah, all of them ain't.
It's like
all of them ain't. It's only the big dogs that's guaranteed.
Yeah, man. I just don't know if I would have sold the Lakers, man. Like, you know. You want the Memphis Grizzlies, it's yours. Take it. You know what I mean? Like, you want
that's what I'm saying, bro. This ain't the Grizzlies,
Sacramento
bro.
Kings, and you can have it. But let's talk about some of the trades, though. We'll get into the trades, into the draft, and then we'll also get into KD, the newest member of the Houston Rockets. I'm not mad at that deal. I believe they gave up
Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks in the 10th pick in this year's draft, which I don't even know who number 10 was that they drafted for him. And I think that the trade officially become official on July 1st. I think that's when the new year begins for the NBA. But KD coming to Houston, I love the move, but I still don't necessarily think that, you know, it makes them better than Minnesota or OKC. Or who?
Denver?
Yeah, Denver's out of here. Like, Denver got to blow that up.
Yeah,
what Michael Porter did last year, and Jamal Murray hasn't, you know, as good as he is, he hasn't took that leap to the next level.
He's declined since COVID.
And I don't know if y'all know this, but like, he's never even made an All-Star team. Like, it's time. Like, he been there 7-8 years now. You know what I mean? He went nuts in the bubble.
That's what I'm saying. But since COVID, he ain't.
That's so long ago. The time is fucking flying, bro.
He ain't really did shit since COVID.
You know what I mean? And he had a terrible Olympics.
I mean, they won a chip since COVID. I mean, he was a pivotal piece of that.
Super pivotal.
Also, too, he got hurt. Again. I just don't. He just getting older. And I feel what you're saying, Reese. It's like,
and I just think the guards. He almost gives me like his game. Kind of is like a throwback, you know what I mean? Like, he don't seem like he's a part of this new crop of guards that has a different bag. You know what I mean? His game kind of looks, you know, dated. You know, I know as crazy as that may sound.
I see where you're going with it, though.
You know what I mean? But KD, like I said, I'm excited about it.
And OKC just fucked up the league, Reese. Like, how they constructed their team and how they just won it. And a lot of teams is about to try to follow suit. Like, niggas about to just try to go young.
Contracts is player friendly.
And you know what I mean?
I think Chet's going to take a hometown discount, which he should, because Chet was shitty in the finals.
He was, but he wasn't.
In the finals.
He was, but he wasn't.
Chet Gray, Holmgren.
He was, but he wasn't, Reese.
He wasn't a defensive problem.
I'm about to say the defense
he
was
had a
crazy.
couple blocks. I'm something, but
offensively,
their team as
Game
a whole.
7, he was going.
Yeah. Their team as what he finished with 16.
No, what I'm saying is like defensive.
Defensive. Yeah,
I'm about to say
yeah.
his defense was.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, as a whole, what OKC does on defense, like they swallow niggas up. Pause. So that's why that wasn't standing out as much to me because I'm used to that from the whole team. I'm like, Chet, you out here missing on that other end of the court. You know what I mean? So, but I still think he's going to stay there because you'll be a fool to leave SGA and Jalen Williams. Who, if Jalen Williams get it in his mind that he's better than SGA, which is the approach I think he should take, they might not lose. They might go on the Scotty and the Mike type of run.
I can't accept you saying that. That's too far.
They might.
You just went too far.
The way they got their shit set up, like they're gonna be able to
who
keep
type
that,
of run?
They're gonna be able to keep that
Scotty
nucleus
and
for a
Mike.
minute.
Scotty and Mike who? When you say Scotty and Mike, that sounds like 6 rings, Reese.
They might go on the
This-
Scotty and the Mike type of run.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're gonna get another like back to back for a while.
So who do y'all got coming out the West next?
I don't know.
Right now,
We gotta see.
I don't care, Reese. At the end of
We
the day,
gotta
like,
see. We gotta
things
see how this
happen.
shit
You know how
goes.
tough it is. You know how lucky you got to be to even make a run like that.
Yeah, bro.
Like, what happens if, God forbid,
injuries play a role. It plays a role.
A heavy row.
because SGA about to be this summer hitting everything and
Hey, the league. If SGA get a 3, niggas like the league is done. If he gets
I don't
a
think
3
he's
ball,
as nice as you think that he is.
Lord, please. Anybody that can go out there every fucking night, you can pencil him in for 32 points. Oh,
You know what it is? You know what it is?
He don't like him. I know he don't like him that much.
but I know why you don't. It's because the way he plays.
the way he
Like
play.
the way he play is like you got. I'm gonna be honest.
He looked like he weak too.
I'm gonna be honest, Blaze. When you cause like you gotta think we don't really get to watch full games of OKC like that.
Right.
But when I was watching these niggas in the playoffs, I was like,
He different.
it's different. Cause like this is the thing. You can't stop him from getting to a spot. He gets where he wants to go.
He gets where he wants to go. He gonna get to the spots for sure.
All you can do is pray for the miss. And niggas like that are like you can't.
I've never seen
That's
him
a
like,
nightmare.
Let me
I've
get.
never seen him dominate the game.
Let me get
But
you.
he
Top
do.
32,
But he
and then won't be
do.
dominant.
He
Go ahead, Reese.
he dominate, but he plays so old school. It's like we so used to the threes and the high flying that it's like you look like he ain't doing nothing. But then when you look up like this thing at 35, like how?
Let me give you something. MVP, Finals MVP, Western Finals MVP, first team All NBA, All NBA defense, scoring champ.
I'm not disputing nothing that you're saying.
You know who's done that?
Who's done it?
MJ, Kareem,
Hey, I can't.
and Shaq.
We're not doing this. We're not comparing SGA to Michael Jordan. Not gonna do it.
That's his closest comp.
That's not. Reese, fight me, bro.
Mike is my favorite player in the world.
I understand. I'm confused.
I'm never saying that SGA is him because Mike is different. And you know what? Also, I want to like. I know we spoke about Kobe a little earlier. Rest in peace to Kobe. But y'all have to stop with the Mike and Kobe. Kobe is 96, 97, 98 Mike. It's like they done forgot what Mike was from 84 to 1993.
But did you forget what Kobe was early on as well, though?
Again, Kobe is 96,
SGA.
97,
And
98
SGA
Mike.
can't really hold Kobe's.
See, I think you just saying that because the aerial attack. Outside of that, just pull up the numbers. I know you're a numbers guy.
I'm not a numbers guy when it comes to SGA.
Just go look at them numbers though. Just put it side by side with Mike. If you was just to do a blind,
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do a blind with SGA because the numbers are there. I'm not saying he's just not impactful to me.
this is what the championship.
I understand, Reese. But when I see he doesn't dominate the game, in my opinion, like a Shaq would, or like Kobe would just go off and just be like.
That's exactly how he dominates.
That's not.
like Shaq.
In my opinion, I just disagree.
Okay.
Like the fact that you say he dominates like Shaq is crazy to me.
He gets 10 plus free throws a game. Like,
Okay, Reese, I'm not mad about that. But what I'm saying is that he just doesn't he doesn't. You know how Curry would just go off and
shooting. So you just looking for something flashy from him.
Not necessarily flashy, but just like he don't do nothing to be like, oh,
Because you're two people
we can't do nothing with
But
him.
the two people you just said was Shaq, which is just pure dominate. Like I am a man child, and then Curry shooting that we've never seen before
Bron
in life.
against Detroit. It's D Wade during his run. It's like that's what I'm saying. You don't. It's not. It's very. That nigga that's at the gym. That's
All right, we gonna move.
all right. Cool.
Hey man, yeah, SGA man. When you get to watch it, when you get to watching the HD, I'm like, damn. It's like because what it is, and that's he just plays so.
Utilize that 1080 up there on the wall. Utilize that. Get up.
He just so calm, cool, bro. Like,
yeah. Turn that 4K on up there. I know you got 4K up there.
Man.
Turn that on.
I definitely pay for the extra.
yeah, bro.
Flip that switch.
It's like, bro. It's like this nigga. It's like you know where he's going and you can't stop.
Hey, it is home or away.
You know, his game reminds me of Paul Pierce.
No.
I'm talking about this how unimpressive it is. Like Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce, when it comes to mid range, like he's one of the greatest mid range, and that's same as Mike, same as SGA.
And you know what I like about SGA?
Stop putting Mike in there.
There's no real wasted movement. He ain't doing a whole bunch of bullshit.
You know who else? Made that famous.
Jordan's not known for that.
You know who else?
Jordan's not known for
Jordan not a wasted movement.
He's
on the
not
court.
known for that. Really,
not
stop.
A wasted dribble or movement. Jordan can kill you with jab stepping your ass.
SGA
same thing SGA do.
Just
Just watch him. Just turn.
He ain't
when
really,
we get done.
When
we get done, pull up SGA.
He might do a little bit of razzle dazzle to set you up, but he ain't really like he ain't
none of
playing
that bullshit.
Yeah, he ain't playing with it.
It ain't none of that. Hey, it ain't none of that gather stepping on.
Are you with this man putting Jordan in the same conversation with this man?
I mean, I'm not doing.
I'm not calling him Mike. Like his career ain't over with. Like he's still playing. But I'm saying what he's trending in Mike's direction. Nobody else has done. Nobody else has done this besides Mike, Shaq, and Kareem with SGA. You can't sneeze at that. That's all I'm saying.
The Hornets and the Clippers gotta be sick. Like we get this nigga up.
He was with the Hornets.
He got drafted by the Hornets.
Oh my god.
and then he got traded to the Clippers.
Paul George.
Yeah, the Paul George finals. Speaking of that, like we didn't even salute OKC on winning the championship. Salute to them. Salute to Indiana, man. Tyrese Halliburton. Terrible injury.
Gotta salute Halliburton.
Definitely salute him, but come on now, wait. They ain't really.
What?
I mean,
What's up?
What you doing?
The Pacers ain't that crazy.
But no, I'm gonna be honest. If Halliburton didn't get hurt, we might have had a different finals, bro.
We wouldn't.
No,
you don't think so?
No, absolutely not.
They wasn't supposed to win game one. I think a lot of people forgot that. They came back from down 20 in the fourth quarter.
Listen, this overall. The playoffs overall, I enjoyed the playoffs.
Was good.
This is my first time in years that I've enjoyed the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
But even though I know niggas try to say like the ratings and shit was down, but
I don't give a fuck about
the
that.
finals was a good finals, bro. I hate that Halliburton got hurt that game.
Not for sure.
Like
you
because
talking about game 6 or game 5?
He got hurt earlier than that, but he should have played game 6. And game 7 is when he officially ruptured the Achilles.
Right. Because they told him he been fucked up.
So let's talk about it. So next
I
year.
was going to ask y'all. So what's y'all's thoughts on that? Because I mean, we seen Dame do it in the playoffs. We seen Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton.
So they're all gone.
But they also
next year.
said they're all next year. They're all done. Yeah. But they said this season there was 9 people that ruptured their Achilles, and a lot of the talk has been because of the pace of play. Possessions are up. I think they said it's up to 109 now.
It is a lot of ripping and running.
Straight up and down basketball where you're allowed to travel. You know what I mean? I think that gather step is why niggas is rupturing their Achilles, like getting that extra awkward step in. But
I think you're gonna start seeing niggas slow down. And you know what's about that? You know what's about to come back?
Low management back for sure.
I feel like the big man's about to start coming back, bro.
I don't know if there's like bigs don't want to be bigs. I watched Miles Turner's bitch ass for 7 games.
But that's because I feel like the bigs don't want to be bigs.
I don't think he had a double-digit rebound in one game.
I feel like the bigs don't want to be bigs because they're told not to be bigs no more.
Oh yeah, they're definitely told you have to be able to extend.
Yeah, but I feel like the game is
is
about to go back to. We about to start seeing traditional centers. We about to start seeing traditional power forwards coming back.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, it has to start in high school.
But because I'm telling you, bro. If Dallas can stay healthy, if AD and Gaffney can stay healthy, bro, they're going to fuck niggas up.
You got 6'11" niggas out there doing euros and floaters,
But no, they're going. But bro, because what's going to happen is they're going to slow.
I forgot about Dallas.
They're going to slow the game down, Reese. They're going to slow it down. If Kyrie's going to slow that bitch down, and AD playing the 4. You got a real 5 because AD doesn't want to play the 5, and you got a real big man that can play the 5. Yeah. And then it's like you can't really do that double team shit. And then they're going to kill you on the board. You can't play that small lineup shit because you're going to get killed on the boards.
And Dallas is, what Dallas is doing is real impressive to me because I just knew for sure that either Gaffney or Lively, they was going to, hang one of them out there as bait. They keeping all them niggas listen, bro. Get a bucket in the paint.
We gave Nico a lot of flack, bro. Nico's looking like a genius, bro.
I don't know about a genius, but
He is, bro. No,
I'm not mad at the Luka trade.
he said, bro, Blaze, the Luka trade was really about money. Saved him a lot of money.
No, it was definitely about money.
It's about money, bro.
Yeah, it was about money.
So you saved him a lot of money, and and honestly, it only didn't really pan out because niggas got hurt.
I think that's.
You know what I'm saying? Like niggas got hurt. That's why it really didn't work for him, and that was our biggest fear. Like
AD got hurt the first game.
You feel me?
Dallas.
I feel like AD's not dependable, but I like Gafford a lot.
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like
I feel like
OKC
like the big man's
changed.
coming back.
I think that's what they changed.
What's up?
Hey, all this bringing KD to Houston, all this that doesn't work.
Mercenaries for hire.
Yeah, you gotta build a team.
You need an 8-9 man roster. That's gonna go
for sure. I feel like Indiana, because I feel like the problem with Halliburton having to sit out next year. What did I tell you? I told you I was like, man, shout out to Halliburton. He does his thing, but I love. Was it Naismith? Nembhard,
but
Mathurin.
But Halliburton is the engine, bro. They don't go without Halliburton.
Watch how they play next year without.
We're gonna see.
It ain't gonna be the same.
They ain't gonna be the same.
Always gonna be the same. But I'm saying, but they could develop.
They're gonna be probably 6-7 seed in the East.
If that, they might be a player.
Y'all about to say yeah.
Because that point guard is such a
Halliburton, man.
Phoenix had a losing season because they didn't have a point guard.
Facts.
You know what I mean? A point guard is so pivotal in the NBA. You know what I mean? Next year, like
I feel like next year about to be lit.
I'm gonna keep it above
because it's unpredictable. I feel it's gonna be unpredictable next year.
For the East next year, if Cleveland don't win, they got to blow it up. But I think who's right on Cleveland's heels next year only, and this is their small window, is Philly. What they got returning, and Embiid, Paul George, and Maxey, and then McCain, who would have been rookie of the year.
Yes, because he was going crazy. They couldn't fuck with him.
And then boy that they just got from Texas, VJ.
Oh yeah, they did get him started. Yeah.
They got the pieces, to come out of the East. And I kind of like them slightly
What Embiid
better.
going to do? Embiid got to start playing like a biatch.
It's Embiid. Like everything rests on Embiid.
It's Embiid because when Embiid feel like playing, there's nothing nobody in the NBA can do.
Yeah,
and that's another reason why.
That's another person you can.
And that's another reason why bigs are about to start coming back.
I'm with you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
the bigs is about to come back, bro, because it's like when Embiid feel like playing, ain't nothing niggas can do. You can't. Chet can't do shit with Embiid, bro. Like nothing. That small lineup is nothing that OKC's gonna be able to do if with a healthy Philly.
And it's gonna make the bigs become, because right now they're so scarce in the league.
That's why Jokic's been having his way. Who can't nobody really guard him until you play a nigga like Embiid, a healthy AD. But these little scrawny ass power. These little scrawny niggas can't do nothing with him. That's why he have his way.
God forbid if what's name ever get any like matures physically.
Who?
My man from playing for the Spurs, like
Wemby.
Wemby.
So
yeah, if
he has like
Wemby, I'm scared of what Wemby's going to do to the league.
If he gets to Giannis, half of Giannis, like,
and it took Giannis about 4 years to get to that.
But his athleticism is crazy for his height, bro.
But I've seen him working out this offseason. Like he's a throwback. He don't fuck with these niggas. He ain't trying to click up. He ain't.
Bro,
he's about business.
This nigga, he with Shaolin monks, nigga. He in a different bag, bro. He's really embodying that Kobe shit, bro. Where it's like, nigga, I'm trying to win.
I want to stay in basketball real quick, then we're gonna get out of here. The NBA draft. Cooper Flag went number 1. Like that was a no-brainer. But I want to get to Ace Bailey. Kid, you remember I came in here. I went to actually see Ohio State play against Rutgers. Him and Dylan Harper. Is that his name, Dylan Harper?
Yeah,
Dylan Harper.
Who went number 2?
Number 2, to the Spurs, and
which is crazy.
It was a weird pick.
I ain't understand that
weird pick. I don't think. I think somebody might get traded in the summer.
Yeah, because like
Castle,
Castle,
Monk. I mean,
Fox.
not Monk. Fox. Yeah, you know what I mean.
But like, do you think that he's as good of a player as?
No, I don't think he's as good as none of those guys.
I like Castle a lot.
No, I'm somebody's as good of a player as Ace Bailey.
Who, Dylan Harper?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. It's a small sample size for me, that game that I went to. I remember when I came back in here, I said you could tell that they're NBA guys. They look like they had a different level or a switch that they was able to turn on, but they didn't punish you. Like, it was almost like, and they lost the game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They just didn't. They didn't have that drive to where it's like we better than you and we about to dog you. You know what I mean? Like so, it just looked kind of different. But Ace Bailey, the number 5 pick, all kind of stories is coming out. Initially, it was reported that he turned down workouts for he didn't work out for no teams. When that came out, I didn't care nothing about that. Like, nigga, y'all see me in Chicago at the pre-draft workout. We interview, you know what I mean? So what, I didn't work out, you know what I mean? Like, but now more and more stories have come out where, you know, they was trying to dictate, you know, actually where he landed at. And, you know, I guess his management team or his agent was saying, nobody in the top 5, we don't want to be drafted by any of those teams. Like, pretty much telling teams don't draft him. He's not going to report, which he hasn't. I saw a story today saying that he was about to report, but he didn't. He still ain't showed up in Utah yet, to my knowledge.
He has not.
He still ain't did it yet. No story about it. But he wanted to go to New Orleans, Washington, or Brooklyn, and his reason was because I want to go somewhere where the focus can be me. You know what I mean? And
what the hell do you think is gonna happen in Utah?
Right. You know what I mean? Like, but I guess he's looking at maybe him and Lori Marketing are going to be like, I mean, but they'll ship marketing out of there a minute because they probably feel like we overpaying Lori at this point. You know what I mean? But what's your thoughts on Ace Bailey?
Love to have him on the cast.
Oh, man. How'd y'all let him get away?
I don't know.
He was there.
I know. I remember.
Hey, shout out to Sada Baby. He got the coldest Lori marketing bar I've ever heard in my life.
Yes.
In my life.
Yeah, he does. It's always Sada Baby line that I know, actually.
Big that Lori marketing. But Ace Bailey, let's talk about Ace Bailey. And also, too, we can include this into the Ace Bailey conversation. I remember that I had mentioned Clutch. So I got it here.
I think he just pulled up.
He did just pull up.
I'm on Jazz's Twitter right now.
Glad to hear that. I know they over there sweating like, please let this nigga.
Yeah, they're showing.
How do y'all feel about Utah still drafting him, even though he said I'm not fucking with y'all?
This is the change of the guard, bro.
Danny Ainge ain't no fool, bro. He's a mastermind. He's like, watch. He talking that shit. You better.
Yeah, you want these M's, right?
Mm.
I mean, that's all you would
and that's
really
why they
have to say.
Now it's making sense. That's why they got Colin up out of here. Got Saxton up out of here. Look. It's yours if you want.
Keys is yours, my nigga.
You know what I mean?
You and Young Boy can run Salt Lake City.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, the white dude. I think they're trying to trade him.
NBA Young Boy.
Oh, NBA Young Boy, y'all. Yeah.
They about to be out
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
The player
All-Star game gonna be in Utah.
Yeah.
That shit.
the player empowerment movement.
What's up?
It's over.
Did it backfire on Ace?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who you think you is, bro?
He came in at the wrong time. And you're not represented.
And you got great value, Rich.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, you not.
So let's talk about that, though.
And let's stop calling that.
And he's not an agent.
What do you mean?
He's not legally set up to be an agent in the NBA.
It's easy in the NBA. You sure?
I'm sure, bro.
It says his agency is GSE, whoever that is.
I think that's him.
GSE. But I did want to talk about Rich and Clutch. Rich's first pick in the draft this year was Eager Demon, the number 8 pick that went to Brooklyn. And then he had the number 10 pick, the African from Duke, that went to Houston. Well, actually, Phoenix. It's going to be Phoenix's pick, but he got drafted by Houston. But those was his only 2 picks in the top 15, those 2 guys. So I was looking at that like, does that look kind of weird that Rich didn't get none of these, like, top 5 talents? You know what I mean? People that, like...
So are you also putting the fact that Anthony Edwards...
Well, his current crop is... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm saying, like are you putting, like, do you think it's some change that's happening? Because Anthony Edwards just got rid of him.
Right
before he got his big deal.
And it was kind of low, too, like, you know what I mean? Like,
for sure. So, like, are you putting, like, do you think, like, there's a shift that's happening?
I think so. I think they're trying to slightly pull some power back from Rich, because I think Rich kind of got out of control with the power, and they was like, he's the culprit. We got to get the power back.
This is the reason why I think this video being released is whack. You know, at the end of the day, you know, my people. You know what I mean? So, like, I think that, like, I'm concerned. I came in here today. I was like, yo, I'm a little concerned because why did this video see the light of day?
Explain to the people, because...
Okay, my fault. So there's a video that came out today that's been circulating on Twitter, but now I'm thinking about it. Now, after I just said that, I'm disturbed by it because the way that it was recorded, it seemed like this was a production.
Right, because Bron's talking awfully loud back there.
No. You ain't seen the part.
Is he on camera?
No, you haven't seen the Rich thing that we talking about.
Oh, okay,
so Rich is in the car.
Oh, you talking about a different video?
Yeah, having the conversation.
Yeah.
And so I don't like the fact that was leaked because
is it a day in the life? Is this a documentary?
That's how it feels. But this should have never been released.
Yeah. What's he saying on it?
He's saying, "Hey, Phoenix, I believe, right, Des?
Yeah.
For
Phoenix,
a certain player,
yeah.
hey, if y'all can get him, how would y'all like? If he was available for y'all at 10, would y'all be cool?"
And Phoenix did get the number 10 pick with the kid from Duke.
What's his name?
Common Mulak, the African, the big kid in the middle.
I don't think that's the player that they were talking about, though. I don't think that's him.
Okay.
And so
that's part of the KD trade, like the number 10 pick.
He pretty much was. He was setting him up to be drafted with them. Like, hey, don't worry about it. And I don't think that's a good look because I think right now they up under attack. I think Bron, and Clutch.
I think there's been meetings behind closed doors about.
I think so, and I don't like it. I don't like it because, obviously I'm rooting for the guy. You know what I mean? Like, and so I just think that I don't think the powers that be are very happy with what's been going on the last 10 years. And now it's time with Bron declining. It's time to get their back kicked in. Yeah. And I don't love it.
All together, Blaze, real quick. Rich represented 5 players drafted in the first round.
Okay, let's hear him.
He had number 8, number 10, and then
so he did have number 10.
Yeah, which is the kid from Duke that
okay.
The trade from Houston and Phoenix, and then he had Yang Hansen, number 16, that went to Memphis. Walter Clayton Jr. that went to Washington at number 18, and then Will Riley that went to
Reese,
Utah.
I got to show you this video. Like, you got to see it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see it. But Ace Bailey, man, hopefully, this is not a setback to his career.
I think it will be. I think it's not. I don't think it's going to be good, and I think that him running with, Dad says it's Sharif Cooper's.
Yeah, that's his dad.
Dad, yeah. It is his dad for sure.
The kid from Atlanta.
I like to say. I like to say it's
Ish's.
Yeah.
I like to say it's Tia Cooper's dad. That's what I think about.
This explains when Ish was trying to be a sports agent. Oh my God!
They've been uncovered on Twitter. See, he don't be on Twitter.
He don't be on Twitter.
They got a photo with all the
and
niggas.
He says that he's with them. Like, so he might. I think he's a part of their organization.
Yeah.
It was like, you still got the cell phone. He was like, it's like, well, the schedule didn't work out with the schedule. Yeah, why did Rich Green like this? Hey, they definitely did this. It's captured. Well, I mean.
Come on, Malawak, if I can get him there.
A lot. That'd be my first choice.
Okay, done deal.
So that's who went there.
Can you get there?
I'm gonna try my best because you're our.
Who is it that they're saying he's talking to?
If he gets past
the GM for the Phoenix.
For Phoenix, which is, you know who that is? James Jones, his boy that was with Bron in Cleveland.
I will.
I don't think it's James Jones.
It don't sound like James Jones, but I thought he was.
I mean, he's part of this. I don't think he's
management.
Yeah, I don't know what his role is with Phoenix, but he's definitely over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I love those guys, and it's dope to see. It's dope to know these guys personally and the power moves that they making, but it's also a little shaky. You know what I mean? Like they borderline on the cusp of, potentially fucking up the game. You know what I mean? Trying to pull too much power. Like, and I think Rich is at a crossroads too, because like you said, he just lost Anthony Davis. His big stable.
AD
Anthony
left?
Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. He was with Clutch.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, so Anthony Edwards was with Clutch from the time he got drafted up until right before he just signed his last deal. So it's not Anthony Davis. It's still with Clutch.
It's like a he be at every fucking party.
Yeah, I'm about to say, damn, AD left?
Yeah, it's Anthony Edwards.
But
I feel like it's a bigger prize.
His big 3 in his stable, you know what I mean, it's looking like Draymond, Bron, and AD.
Yeah, no.
I'm just talking about like contract wise and namesake.
No,
I know he got a lot of niggas, but I'm just saying like those are the ones with the big cachet. Like,
no,
Draymond is they tried out there for everything.
Yeah, but he's not the biggest contract that Richmond got some crazy contracts going on right now.
I'm curious. I would like to know. Like,
I'm over here Googling.
It might be like a shooting guard, a Bradley Beal or Devin Booker.
He still got De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, I mean, but he ain't no star. I'm just talking about the stars.
But you talking about money-wise, Reese. He got paid a bundle of – his contract was crazy.
I don't know if it was that crazy because that's why Sacramento got him up out of there because they ain't want to give him the big bag either. I know his bag is stupid. You know what I mean? Like, these niggas be getting crazy bags, but, I mean, he might be like at a $40 million.
They got Ice Tray.
Who? Oh, yeah, he did. Hey, he's in transition to be the superstar. He just signed with Jordan Brand and that situation that he just did with Rich and all them. I can see he's trying to elevate to the next level. But let's get off of that, man. Like, enough of the sports.
I forgot that Jalen Hurts.
Enough of the sports. Tyler Perry, is he gay?
Yeah, for sure.
Like a full-fledged, like,
for sure.
Y'all have no hesitation in saying, like, yeah, that nigga's gay.
Did I hesitate?
I'm just wondering, like.
For sure.
Because, I mean, the text messages leaked. You know what I mean? Like,
he's a gay man.
The lawsuit has been filed against him with somebody that he hired, you know, to be on one of his shows. Nowhere in that text message did it say that, you know, a penetration took place. Like, yuck. Pause. You know what I mean? But, and, like, Tyler Perry just out of nowhere snuck it in on me that he had a pause. Yuck. That he had a kid. Like, I didn't know if Tyler Perry had a kid.
I didn't either.
Yeah, he had a kid recently.
Did he have a kid or did he adopt a kid?
He had a kid, Reese. He has a child.
I mean, he's a switch hitter.
What's the problem? Like, this is
it's pretty common in 2025.
Fluid. You know, niggas out here. But yeah, so I mean, the lawsuit comes out again. This is another.
You was. I'm looking at his client list. We can leave it alone, but you was tripping on that. Clutch. The Clutch got a hell of people better than Draymond.
I don't know. Give me a couple.
Yeah, that's what I meant to do, but then I got caught up.
Darius Garland.
Looking at Malik Beasley's dumbass.
Darius Garland, Reese. Come on, Reese.
I'm talking about stars.
Reese, I'm talking about you talking about the bag, bro.
No, niggas is gonna get
Brandon
the bag.
Ingram?
No.
Don't fall.
It don't get no bigger than AD, LeBron, and Draymond Green.
Draymond Green's not getting the bag like that, Reese, is what I'm saying.
Draymond Green done got $300 million deals. 3 of them.
Yeah, he did. But they're like barely $100 million. Like his is like 5 years.
That's $300 million.
Like, old boy from Minnesota is signing 3-year $100 million deal.
Yeah, I mean, the pay wage, it changes after so many years. But
go back to it. I mean,
Tyler Perry. He hasn't come out. Like, has he came out with any statements since all this shit is broke?
He said it was a shakedown.
He did what?
Yeah, he did say
the lawyers said it was just a shakedown.
Shakedown. Is everything a shakedown these days, or is it?
Yes.
So when the story did leak, or when the story broke, and we was able to see those text messages, because the first couple text messages I seen, I wasn't tripping on, like, them didn't seem like nothing. Looked like he was giving a young man some advice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But them other ones.
You think they're trendy right now?
Shakedowns?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Did we discuss one before?
Yeah.
Pre-show?
Listen, I got money on my mind. Like, hey, it's a thought.
Hey, Maxie over there, though. I didn't know that.
Yeah. She clutch?
Yeah.
Put him up. You put him up there with the big 4 there, or the big 3.
All right, cool.
Not no Garland or Ingram, though. Like,
I mean, Garland. All right, cool.
Yeah. Tyler Perry. I don't know if I'm ready just to say that he's gay.
He's bisexual, Reese. What's the problem, Reese?
Yeah, what's the problem? Why are you defending? I mean, once you
just playing devil's advocate. You potting right now? Like, what you mean?
I mean, a little bit, but
okay.
Why are we saying he's gay?
Because he plays with.
What did he?
So are you?
Hey, so
are you sitting here trying to tell us that he didn't hit old dude?
Even if he didn't hit old dude, he's hitting something.
Listen,
he's very comfortable with that.
He's hitting the woman. He got a kid with
he
a woman.
hit dude too.
I see the
footsteps.
You are hitting the woman.
I see the footsteps in the sand.
He told this nigga, look. Hey, when you work for me, we ain't friends. Right. So after this,
when we get on set, you don't know me, nigga.
So what does that tell you, Blaze?
I don't want everybody here thinking they getting these this special.
So that tells you got to get this dick, nigga. And when we go to work, nigga, you are back to my employee.
All right, so let's tie it into this. Let's tie it into this.
I'm sick of this nigga.
Because listen, 30 days ago, I was convinced Puff was gay.
He is.
But now
He's gay. He's bisexual.
Look, hold on. See, you over there, you don't know, right?
Because but
he's bisexual.
It's different though. It's levels to it. Because there's
Puff is picking escorts out.
But yeah, he's picking escorts out to watch fuck his girl. But he ain't getting hit and he ain't hitting. So from what we know with the Wild King Nights in the Freak Zone, from what was reported. Right. Now what else? Now there's probably some undocumented.
There's some reports of him hitting a guy though. There's some reports. There's reports of Puff hitting a guy. If y'all want to make me Google it, I will. Okay,
yeah, please. I need that. Send the link.
Yeah. It has been rumors.
It ain't the Punisher, is it?
It's been rumors in the industry forever that Puff.
Yeah, rumors. Yeah,
but it ain't no Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was directly texting this nigga.
And Puff was directly flying niggas out.
No, hold up, man. First of all, Tyler Perry pulled the old school move on him. You know what I mean? The nigga really wouldn't even know. I mean,
he wasn't even acting.
Yeah, he was just, oh yeah, you look, oh yeah.
You look great in this scene.
He was feeling his swagger.
Yeah, he was producing. He was producing.
Gamed him.
Yeah,
you feel me? Banged him. You know what I mean? And said, get back to work.
It's just hard for me to put the gay on a nigga's jacket. Like
he put it on his own jacket.
Reese,
Reese. You ain't putting it on his jacket. He put it on his own jacket.
You are a heterosexual male.
He put his own jacket on.
Who is into women.
Right.
You don't have, there's
You're never
0% chance that you would be having a text conversation like he's having with this man.
That text conversation.
But I'm just going off of what my brother to the left just said to me. When I asked him, I said, so is Puff gay? And Des
Puff ain't had no conversation with, Puff wasn't like, no, hey, Playboy. Hey.
His text messages was wild too.
But he wasn't.
Can you get Cable over there with that big thing? Like there was a couple of them messages in there, Des. There was a couple of them. Cassie, get that one. Get the Punisher over here this week.
He enjoyed watching. But look. It ain't my bag. Let's make it clear. It ain't my bag.
You thinking that Puff is just a cuck and that's it is crazy to me.
See, all right. So we on two opposite sides of the fence here.
So you think Puff?
Blaze is convinced Puff is full-fledged gay
for sure, and I think there's nothing wrong with it. Salute to Puff.
Yeah, nothing wrong with nobody being gay.
Do what you do. Just watch my shit.
He's a gay man. Him and Tyler Perry.
Listen, man.
Good friends.
If that's what billions do to you, I don't want it.
I don't want it. Hey, good. I'm with you.
I don't never want to.
I think I wrote that down somewhere. Like
I don't never want to feel like, man, I done did so much wild shit. I done had so much. I want to see what it's like on the other side. I don't even like what. I'm done with the conversation because I don't want to sound. I don't want us to get canceled. I don't want niggas to feel like. Bro,
I mean, but like, let's if we can have a deeper conversation, it almost seems like the millions are like the super wealthy. It's almost like a gateway. Like they get so bored or whatever with the regular shit that's like, how can we take it up a notch? Even with the fashion and the sexual escapades and all that shit.
Hey, once again, I just want to give out another disclaimer. We are not judging any of you gentlemen out there, and like whatever.
Yeah, not at all.
You know, because I
love your life
whatever correct terminology we should be using while we're having this conversation.
I don't think we said nothing crazy. We ain't said nothing crazy.
I think in the world that we live in, it's a different culture too. It's like, because I feel like Dwight Howard fully skated.
Bro, what?
So y'all think Dwight Howard gay?
Yes.
See, that's the thing. Why do we believe so many stories that just come out with anybody?
Because he came out afterwards and said, "What I do in my bedroom is my personal business."
Yeah.
Is that not a fact? Does that make you gay for saying that?
But I mean, what like?
If any of us came out and said, "Whatever I'm doing,"
the first thing my cousin would say was that.
Go back and read the stories and shit that took place.
You know what followed with that, right?
What?
A lawsuit. Like niggas, you gotta throw the crazy shit in there. That's the only way it seems like.
Reese.
All right, so now we get somewhere.
The messages was out there between him and the guy directly.
Yeah.
Him inviting him over to the crib. Then he was about them freaking off. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, the problem that the dude had with it was not that him and Dwight Howard was about to do their thing. Mm-hmm. It was that a third party came in
and wanted to like, the Punisher's here. I'm here.
Sure.
I'm here.
Cool.
Y'all think Kanye West gay?
Yes. That's okay. I think Kanye's a lot of things. Bisexual is one of them. I mean,
is there? Let me. I mean, I know the technical answer, but do y'all classify bisexual and gay
not 2025
as being different? Do y'all look at it differently?
I think we have to in 2025.
Why?
I think that's just something that, as we did coming up as kids in the 90s, that's just what it was. Like, you couldn't, bisexual.
Well, not even saying like gay, not in no derogatory or negative way. I'm just saying like, because I mean, technically as a bisexual, that means like Dad said, you a switch hitter. You hit both ways, right? Left hand, right hand. You know, her field, my field. You know what I mean? Like you getting busy on both sides of the plate. Whereas gay is supposed to be strictly, same sex.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you think it's heterosexual for Tyler Perry to be seeing a picture of said person and their dude on the gram and talking about how jealous he was of the picture being posted? You think that's...
Can I play devil's advocate?
I wish that you wouldn't, but go ahead.
Yeah, let me do it. So, if I'm Tyler Perry and, say I just casted you for my movie or for a show, right? And say I see you on the ground with another casting director or another director, another, head of a studio.
That's not what it was.
And the buzz is out that Tyler Perry is fucking with homie now, and now you out here jumping around taking meetings, or you just chummy with you in the circle now because of your affiliation with Tyler Perry. Do you think Tyler Perry,
that's not what happened,
in some form or fashion, got a right to be like, oh, damn, I'm feeling the way. I see him over there. I'm kind of jealous.
Why did that photo make me jealous? You two together.
Uh-huh.
Response. Ha 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 ha. I didn't know. It's just Brad. Tyler Perry responds, LOL. The guy responds, he just wanted to go for a quick walk to get his steps in, and now I'm walking to Chipotle by myself, LOL.
You got to get the backstory on Brad.
Tyler Perry said, thick, Derek.
Thick? He called dude thick?
Get that Chipotle.
Come on, bro. You ain't hear these messages?
I heard some of them.
He said, ha ha ha. Can you tell from that photo? He says, no, I can't. Only from your jeans.
Niggas got to cut it out. Des, like you said, if this
hold on, I'm not done.
This is the billions.
That's how I measure too. If I'm not filling them out, then I'm not working hard enough.
Come on.
Right. Tyler Perry's response, white, to make men swoon.
To make men what?
Swoon.
I mean, he's artistic, man. Like, I'm trying to, like, you got to shoot Tyler some bail. Like, he has a different mind. Like, he also throws on a dress for the last 30 years to entertain people. Hey. So his mind,
ran it up.
Is it safe to say that he's different?
Ran it up.
It's safe to say that he's bisexual, and that's what it is. Like, why is it such a problem still to this day? Hey, man, just come out and say you're bisexual. And
see, only reason why I think it's still negative, because, like, if you put gay on somebody who hasn't embraced it, like, because what would be the reason that Tyler Perry couldn't come out and say, yeah, I'm gay, so what? Like, it didn't stop Elton John. It didn't stop a lot of these prominent people. Like, why do y'all think? Is it because of the stigma of the black community? I
feel like not even that. I do feel like his demographic is very faith-based, too.
Yeah, facts.
I think that's a big part of it. So it's like when you got your demographic and it is what it is, you want to make sure that you keep the money coming in.
So let me ask you this then.
I don't want you to ask me no
more questions, bro. With his demographic being that,
yeah.
When it's safe to say that his demographic is also like super hypocrites, because this is a 6'7" man playing a woman, and all of his shit, his claim to fame is him being Medea.
Right.
And his demographic, like you said, super religious, super church background, but they love that shit. Right. So I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
what's that mean? Like,
I'm just trying to figure out, like, you think he's that scared of his coming out to his demographic? Like,
yeah, I do, because I mean, a lot of men in Hollywood have played women, right? That's some of our biggest stars: Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx. You can go on and on.
All of them, yeah.
Right. That's acceptable in our community, right? But him just flat out being like out here just running amok, I think would hurt some of his demographic. I don't think it would hurt it enough. Pause if needed. But I think that it's something that it's bigger than just him and his sexuality. He got the whole wife and kid beard for a reason.
All right. two examples, and then we'll get up out of there, I promise.
Can you ask that next question?
Two examples of legendary figures, and it never hurt them. I ain't gonna say never, but it was real minimum. I would say Prince and Michael Jackson.
See, I don't think Prince is gay.
Hold up, man.
I don't think Prince is gay.
So you think Puff, Tyler Perry,
Yes, gay,
bisexual,
bisexual,
or bisexual?
yes,
But Prince,
full hetero.
how?
I just do. I have no reasoning. I have no logical reasoning to say what I'm saying to you. It makes no sense what I'm saying.
Oh man. Listen, black community, man, y'all got to ease up on these gentlemen, man. Let people be who they are. I think the thing is just we too judgy.
Why is it no allegations came out about Prince? None. In the world that we live in today.
Yeah, I think Prince ran a real tight knit circle.
There's no tight ships in 2025 though. Somebody would have came out just to.
Well, I mean,
is it possible that he wasn't gay? No text messages. Nobody has anything. Nobody has any allegations. Forget text messages.
I mean, the ass and the chaps, the ass being
I'm
out,
with you.
the heels,
You
like
think-
Rick
you think
James,
Young
like
Thug's gay?
I think they got a pass because of that era, like the '80s. If you look back at all that shit, like the album covers and the outfits, even the rappers, like the Furious Fives and Dr. Dre, his early start, the shit that they was wearing.
Right.
You look at it now as heterosexual men, as we keep saying. We'd never put them outfits on strictly because the first thought in our minds, like, I ain't putting on that gay shit. You know what I mean? And excuse me if anybody gets offended by it, but that was our train of thought. And I think it's been such a huge shift in what gay is or what gay even looks like. You know what I mean? Like, it's done went through so many different phases. And now, you know what I mean, in the climate that we in now, like, as open as this world is, and that's to circle back to Tyler Perry, then we can get up out of here. That's why it's just hard for me to be like, y'all really think Tyler Perry wasn't just like, yeah, I'm gay? Like, Tyler Perry is one of the most outspoken people that we know, one of ours, you know what I mean? Like, he comes out to speak out on everything. Like, I don't think he would have a problem, like, because I think he would be too worried about his fan base, like, chastising them and killing them. Like, nigga, you not supporting what you really are. Like, because his fan base he has a lot of gay people in the fan base. You know what I mean? So for him to,
but I hear what you're saying, but I also hear what Blaze is saying too.
Okay.
But I can see how a person to like where Tyler Perry is now. I can see why a person like him would really just not want to speak on the matter at all.
right, makes
because
sense.
Because once you do, you're gonna gain something. You're gonna lose something.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? When you get to stay when it comes to this, which it is your personal business, which it really don't matter, you know, to me personally, I really don't give a fuck, but, you know, you don't really have to speak out on your sexuality. But
Facts. I agree with that 100%. Yeah. I just think, I think in Tyler Perry's case, it would serve him even more if he was gay to come out and say, I'm gay, or to embrace it.
But I'm with Blaze, though, but I can see him losing a large chunk of his beginning fan base because of it.
Mm. What's up? What you have now?
Another alleged message from the Medea creator read, no straight man would want to go on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to F you. I would F you.
Bisexual.
Oh, so we're there. Huh. So you came over to
that text right there. That message right there.
Next topic. There's nothing else to talk about. Next topic.
Yeah, he like, go ahead and pay that $20 million. What he suing him for?
28.
28? Yeah, go ahead and fork that over. Tyler Perry Studios got that. That's petty cash. Go ahead and get rid of it. Now, Clipse. Y'all want to talk music? Let's talk music. Let's get into it. The Clipse have been heating the internet up. New album is on the way. I believe it drops July 11th. They had the lead single, I think, is it called Ace Trumpets, if I'm not mistaken? Mm-hmm. Ace Trumpets. Nice buzz behind it, nice record, good, but the people did what they did, and it wasn't even a leak. Like, I know they was calling it a leak, but it looked like it was a listening party that Clipse and Pharrell did in Paris on top of the Louis V. Like, what was the budget? Like, yeah, you think Pharrell's getting, like, what kind of deal you think Pharrell got with the Clipse?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think he's just like give me a fee, a percentage of?
He's a producer. I don't think he has to deal with him at all.
I know he's a producer, but like this whole rollout look like it's not even possible without Pharrell. Like everything that they doing.
But think about like what is he spending money on though? Like he already has access to the facility,
right?
So he's not really spending money on.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think this is just a passion project where he's like, I love y'all
from Virginia?
No,
I felt like you would do it for me if you was the head director of the Louis Vuitton out there in Paris.
True, but I'm saying like, I think it's still people that like, I don't know, and then maybe that's just not me not knowing all the legalities of how that worked. But that's neither here nor there. The record, what's the record called that Kendrick is on? That record
is that a name?
Yeah, it's an old record. It was really a Pusha record originally. That was supposed to be on Pusha's solo album, but a lot of people, the higher ups was like, nah, if you got Kendrick on there, like we're not clearing this verse.
Chains and whips.
Chains and whips. And if you got a piece of it over there, I don't know if it's even still available anywhere. We can play it. Have y'all heard it?
I heard it was. I heard because this was the song that they walked down to, and then I heard, and then it was on Twitter.
Well, no, they walked. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they walked down to that record, and then they added the Kendrick verse.
Right.
And then the Kendrick verse was on Twitter, but it got took down.
Yeah.
ASAP. But
what's your thoughts on the verse? Like, I thought Kendrick got busy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why Def Jam would be so scared. Like, you know what I mean? It really wasn't no.
I think this lawsuit got a lot of these niggas just kind of like in a weird space. Like, we don't quite know what to do.
Yeah, it really wasn't I mean, Pusha was definitely talking to Jim. I think Kendrick did say.
Kendrick referenced a couple things. Like, it wasn't as old as they tried to make it seem like, man, he went in there and touched some shit up.
Yeah, he definitely shot a couple shots at Drake on it, but it wasn't nothing like. You can tell it was after the battle.
Yeah. Do y'all think? Do it look like two of Drake's rivals is still like trying to kick his back?
So what? Yeah.
Is that the look that it gives?
Yeah, bro. Drake used to do this to niggas all like. Come on, bro. Like, yeah. So what though, Reese? Like, why can't they do it?
Oh, I'm not saying they can't.
I know you're just posing the question, but I'm just saying like. Well, first of all, Push and Kendrick they've collabed before,
right?
You know what I mean. So it ain't like
a few times.
Yeah, exactly. So this ain't like now all of a sudden Pusha want to fuck with Kendrick type shit. Like nah, like they fuck with Kendrick. They got plenty of records with Kendrick. You know what I mean. But I feel like the timing was perfect, honestly.
Do you think in the grand scheme of things, like, is this going to do anything like for the Clipse? Like, in groups, when y'all look at groups, do y'all look at the Clipse as like a great group?
I mean, I fuck with the Clipse heavy, but the Clipse have a cult-like fan base. You know what I mean? So is this going to like change their
where you come up with these topics? Like,
legacy?
That's a good question.
I just like because Clipse and Pusha T, they skate by a lot
because they have a
and
cult
they don't
fan
really
base.
Catch no type of flack, or it's just like
they have a cult fan base. The Clipse is one of those groups. It's either you like them or you don't.
I don't know the answer to your question.
There's no in between.
But
I feel like Pusha's last two albums were really good, even though they were short. I like Pusha's last two albums. Really good.
Is that the one that Ye did the little 5 type?
Almost Dry and Daytona.
I remember Daytona. I can't really recall.
But we're talking about the group.
But we're talking about Clipse.
Back to the group.
I feel like they got. I feel like Lord Willin was a classic.
Lord Willin definitely was a classic.
I feel like Hell Have No Fury was a classic.
So that's not the albums they have, right?
Yeah, I think they only got two albums. Yeah, they only got 2 albums.
So you saying they're 2 albums?
No. What's the other one?
They got the one
they
with
got 3.
Popeye's on it.
Yeah,
Backed by Popular Demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's their best album.
Nah, it's not
Lord
better than
that.
Lord Willin.
Yeah, I think we just get it confused.
No, and then Hell Have No Fury.
What Virginia did and what Grindin did.
No, Hell Have No Fury.
At the Simpson trial. I mean, I guess the chase was wild,
but
what's the fuss about? Hey, Lord Willin was crazy.
Plenty of my niggas living like
Comedy
OJ.
Central with Fab was super crazy. The intro Virginia was super crazy. The singles on there was super crazy.
Huh?
I'm Not You with Styles P, super crazy. Like Lord Willing was crazy.
But Hell Have No Fury was
all those records was on Laura. I thought some of those was
nah,
on.
all of them was on Lord Willing.
All those over there. Hot Damn, Virginia, Grinding. Ma Don't Love Her. Yeah, I like that record. They was fit.
It sounded like a Philly's Most Wanted record.
I mean, shit, the nigga Pharrell did most of the Philly Most Wanted first album.
Yeah. It sound like one of their joints.
When was the last time it was on there?
When the last time you heard it like this? Gangsta Lean was crazy too.
I like the record with Jermaine Dupri.
So hold on. If all of those was on Lord Willing, then that Hell Have No Fury, what was on there? What was it?
Let's get to it.
They don't have no big singles on there, but it's all like it's the Mr. Me Too is on there. That's the biggest single.
It's definitely considered an essential album too for them.
But the nigga, I mean, if you're a Clipse fan, you love like even Pusha said this is his favorite album. They go crazy on there. The Keys Open Doors.
Keys Open Doors.
That's my favorite.
Mama, I'm So Sorry.
I don't remember what Mama, I'm So Sorry sounded like.
Oh no, say less.
Keys Open Door though, that's my shit. Keys. No.
And then you crazy. They be screaming. Pusha be going crazy.
He literally heard.
Right.
No, thank you.
And then the record with Ab Lighter, all I want to do is ride around shining while I can afford. Hey, you got. That's what I'm saying.
All I want to do is ride around shining while I can afford. Plenty ice on my neck so I don't.
It's considered an essential album.
Bro, this is bangers, bro. I love this album.
All right, so coldest record on the album.
Yeah, probably.
So if you had to,
what it do?
is that one Slim Thug?
Yeah, that's on the album too.
Fire. I love that joint.
I like the Dirty one too.
So To the Casket Drop is the last album that they had.
So they had 4 albums. Oh no, To the Casket Drop is the one with Popeyes. Yeah. I think that was the best produced and the best rapping they did on there.
Yeah, they had some records on this. Yeah, because I had the kind of like a big deal with Ye, the Popular Demand, even the record with Yo Gotti.
I'm good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You can find me in the streets.
Yeah. And the champion.
Ooh.
I'm a champion. Mama, I'm a champion.
Yeah, that was good too, Des.
So if you had to, put the groups
I would like
in
the
the
record with Yo
category,
Gotti. Showing out.
Would y'all consider them? Are they a top 5 group? Are they a top 5 group of all time?
They're critically acclaimed. Reese. Like they are. The Clipse were the beginning of the bootlegging, like the internet bootlegging, like Napster and shit like that. They got popular through the internet. They got popular through pirate.
Let's give it a shot. Let's name some groups. So let's start with Outkast and Amigos, right?
Mobb Deep.
You want to put the Locks in there?
Lots.
Okay.
Can't deny the Locks.
Dipset.
We gonna let them a group.
Dipset as a group. I don't like that.
Y'all want to? Okay, that's fine.
I don't. Yeah. I don't consider them like a real.
So I mean, and the Wu-Tang is kind of not fair because there's so many.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's a group.
They're a group though. They're a group. The Wu-Tang's in. They're in.
Then I mean, we got to go old school. You got to go get the Run DMC.
What about G Unit? Do we consider them a group?
I don't consider them a group.
So G Unit and Dipset out.
Yeah, they out.
Even though they had group albums.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I mean? But if that's the case, we got to throw WMG as a group. So
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
let's give it that.
Wu-Tang is actually a
No,
group.
Wu-Tang is an actual group.
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang is
Clan.
an actual group.
So you got Outkast, Migos, Mobb Deep. We got those. I wasn't dog pound in there, but
No, they was a
I
group.
may be on the hill alone.
I mean, we could put them in the discussion. They are a group.
Yeah.
They're a group.
Dog Food is one of the greatest group albums.
No, I'm just saying we throw them in the discussion. I'm not like we just you just said name groups. We just listing groups right now, Blaze.
Right.
What's some other groups?
Like you said, Run DMC.
Yeah. Houdini. Boot Camp Click. Lost
Are
Boys.
we considering Boot Camp Click a group? Or are we?
Maybe not. Lost Boys.
Lost Boys for sure.
Yeah. Lost Boys for sure. And I was listening to the Lost Boys album last week. I'm surprised Blaze didn't go through the nigga. What made you listen to Lost
Tribe
Boys?
Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest.
Damn, we forgot about that.
Damn.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
I put up a list. I got tired of trying to guess.
Yeah.
This is hard.
NWA, Public Enemy,
Man.
Outkast, Beastie Boys,
Okay, so
Run
no,
DMC,
Clipse is not.
Tribe Called Quest, Mobb Deep,
Clipse
Wu-Tang
is nowhere near
Clan,
the top 5.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, De La Soul,
Daylight.
The Migos, Cypress Hill, Salt and Pepper, 3 6 Mafia, which I don't know if I can put them as a group. The Clipse is on here. City Girls is on here.
All right, we don't need no more.
Fuji's is on here.
Oh, Fuji's, yeah.
UGK is on here.
Oh,
Goody Mob is on here.
JG.
Goody Mob is on here.
Good.
MOP is on here. Obviously, that better
Oh,
than
MOP.
Farside.
MOP ain't got nothing that's touching the clip what the Clipse did, but
yeah, Big Timers is on here. Kid and Play is on here.
the Hot Boys, are they on there?
Hot Boys is on here. Well, the Big Timers is on here, but not the Hot Boys. But Hot Boys should be. Oh no, they are. They're on here.
Right.
Hot Boys is on here. Brand new.
So I think we already answered the question. They're not top 5.
No.
Nowhere near.
No.
Damn.
It's still a great question though, because you don't think about groups. I got Ray Shrimmer on here.
Oh, they had a run. They had a fucking run. They had the whole world froze.
Yeah, and that was on the back end of their run.
Yeah. Damn. Shout out to the Clipse though, man. I love them. You know what I mean? I'm happy to see them back. Like I love seeing the guys from our era still being able to get out here and put out quality music. I think that's dope. And it gives us something to listen to because I'm gonna be honest, like this new shit, like it's still just so hard for me to sit down with it and just give it a honest listen. Like I don't know if I know y'all do that a lot more than me. Y'all listen to a lot more shit, but it just ain't for me. So I'll be happy to see groups and artists from our era still putting out music. Wale, he put out a new single. I heard a piece of it. I wasn't that impressed with it. Like I think Wale and Big Sean, they remind me of each other so much. It's like they need that system. They need that machine. You know what I mean? Like they just don't feel like the same artists without.
Because they are system artists.
Yeah.
Yin Yang Twins.
Oh, right.
Why do you say system? But
Clipse ain't got nothing bigger than that. Nothing.
But
Pause.
see, that ain't fair. They don't
Good
make that type
pause.
of music, man.
They make music.
But
Onyx.
Ooh. Hey.
I'm in the Billboard Top 50 now.
No, Honest might be I think
I ain't fuck with y'all. Go ahead, bro.
I'm just naming groups. I'm not
You
saying
putting Onyx over Clipse?
I'm not. I'm just saying I'm just naming groups.
No.
I'm not, but I'm saying like historically they might get put
I said
over
Goody
the
Mob,
Clipse.
right?
Yeah, you said Goody. I think people would. That's almost like a lot of niggas would take.
Clipse is number 30 on this list.
A lot of people would take Isaiah Thomas,
Ghetto Boys.
over Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Like
Ghetto Boys.
this year, the Ghetto Boys should a treat. Yeah.
EP
But the Clipse got what a lot of those dudes got, which is that one of them ones that's bangers deniable out of here.
By the way,
with Grindr.
Every list that I've looked at thus far has had the Diplomats on there.
Yeah, they're a group. You know what I mean?
Gina's on here too.
I'm about to say, I'm about to say, cause like
36 Mafia.
Yeah, you can't. You got. I mean, I'm with Blaze.
Did I say Naughty by Nature?
Yeah, we're done with it. Like Clipse are not. I don't even know if they're top 15.
They're number 30 on the Billboard list.
They got them at 30. You looking at the best groups of all time?
Top 50 groups, rap groups
That ain't
of all
bad.
time.
That's super respectable.
I don't know if they're 30. I don't know about that. The Roots.
If you gonna worry about it. Every time you say a group, I got one joint that like. But the Clipse has one of them joints.
I'm about to say, like, nigga, the Clipse got one of the biggest records of hip
Oh
hop history.
yeah,
Like,
for sure. That's why I said like they're in the conversations.
Yeah, Outkast number 1 on their list.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Wu. Number 3 is NWA.
Once again, my
Migos
thing
come in
with
the
the
top
Clipse
10?
is,
Did the Migos make the top 10?
Yeah.
got to.
Go ahead.
I'm about to say
I don't
once
know.
again with the Clipse, like I said, they
Migos
are
is top
critically acclaimed, bro.
2 or 3 for me.
They have a cult like fan base. They don't really have a lot of mainstream appeal.
Clipse better than Bone?
11. Migos.
11? Yeah.
Are they better?
It's tough. It's tough.
I don't.
It's tough. I just say what you have in such a
I love Bone, bro. Like Bone is one of the. I feel like Bone is a top 10 group of all time.
I don't.
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't.
Where you got Bone at?
I do.
I put them top 15.
The top 5 for me.
Top 5?
Man, they up there, bro. They can't go below 10 to me.
Them 5 records that Bone holds on to, and I love them dearly. Like, and they're
I like
mammoth,
the B-sides.
gigantic records. They're out of here.
I love the B-sides.
But it's only like,
If we going, so where you got the Migos at?
no, the Migos is better than a lot of those people. A lot of those groups.
But where do you got the Migos
I probably
at?
got the Migos like around 6 or 7, in between 7 and 10.
I got them number 2.
Number 2.
It's Outkast and the Migos for me.
Where you got Mobb Deep?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
No, but where you got them?
Top 10.
Where you got my deep at?
I got Mobb Deep top 5.
So okay, so
You know what? You know what though?
What's up?
But I feel like
Mobb
some
Deep's
people,
catalog.
But I feel like for some people, I feel like if you on this side, like if you like Midwest, East Coast,
Yeah.
But I feel like out west,
It's a regional thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like Mobb Deep is real regional. I feel like Bone and Migos, I feel like they extended their region.
Facts.
They're like national acts. Like I don't give a fuck where you live.
See, I don't like that. I think Mobb Deep is a national act to me. I understand why.
They are a national act, but niggas in Cali ain't gonna have Mobb Deep top 5
because of what?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not taking away from because what it is like because I feel like Prodigy extended.
So what? Because of what he did in Mobb Deep, it got him in some conversations. They would say he was the best in the game at some point in time.
At one point, when he dropped HINC 2, niggas were saying he was the best rapper, and that was an incredible project.
It's a fun conversation to have.
It's always a fun conversation to talk music. I know some people gonna listen to us and say we tripping and shit like that, but whatever. This is what we do. Some of this shit, there's no right or wrong answer to me. Yeah. Like it's opinion based. You feel what I'm saying?
All opinion based, yeah.
But I'm with Blaze. I probably got Bone top 5, bro. Groups.
Can I get y'all top 5 real quick if y'all can do it?
You cannot.
What they did to the game, they fucked the game up, bro. Bone is
them and them 5 records.
You said what?
I said them and them 5 records.
Why do you keep saying that?
East 99 is a classic album.
Yeah. It was only 6 records on there.
What?
For the love of my life.
That's not on East 99.
Oh, you talking about the album. Double CD? No, that's Creeping on the Come Up. That was only.
You ain't listened to Bone Thugs and Harmony Reese in 20 years, and you just gonna come out your face and say.
That's not on no album, Des. Don't play that one.
Why? It's still a Bone record.
Yeah. The biggest record in rap history, probably. That's what I'm saying. Like Bone got 5 records that's carrying them in a lot of conversations. That's why the Migos was disrespecting him like that. Like, who? Nigga, we got more. We got. No,
Crossroads is on Eternal East 99.
Yeah, the original version. Oh no, it might be. It might be. I don't know. I remember Trav. You remember Trav tried to sneak that in on one of the playlists.
Really?
It's on East 99. It's on Eternal. I was saying this album's a classic.
Hit play though. Like, see if it's the one that the boom boom. Okay. Yeah. What was you about to say?
And they had First of the Month. First of the Month was on that one.
So you said they had 5 records, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Crossroads is a record.
Yep.
Thuggish Records Bone.
Yep. 2.
Notorious Thugs. 3.
All right, cool. All right, we give them that. We give them Big's record.
For the Love of Money.
4.
First of the Month.
5.
Thug Love.
6. Pac's record. So we got Pac and Biggie's record. Go ahead.
More murder.
Hey.
More murder.
Hold on.
Just go ahead and say, Reese, you right.
More murder.
Come and get fired. I love it. Hey, and what they did on the show.
Buddha Lovers.
Oh, right. Oh.
That record on there.
And what they did on the motherfucking what's the movie with Set It Off?
Oh yeah.
These are the days of our lives.
Look me deeply in my eyes.
Man, I can't believe this nigga try to do. I ain't fucking with Reese.
They got 5 records.
We just named 8 records, Reese. What's going on?
Right. Eastland Soldiers.
Hey, and 2 of them.
What about Mr. Bill Collector?
They calling me Mr. Bill Collector. That's what I'm saying. Eternal East 99 is a classic album.
Don't be fucking with my money, nigga, no. But I'm just saying, like, now, the Migos got more records on one album than Bone might have. Like, that Culture 2, like, let's be honest. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love Bone. Like, Cleveland, Ohio, they're one of our own. But it's a handful of records. If you threw Bone in the verses, they're going to get clean. Crucial Conflict, another group we forgot that just made me think because I remember the back and forth they had.
Yeah, don't you mention
nowhere near the top 50. Well, no, they might be top 50.
No, they're not.
But smokers only. But
only thing I'm saying is that
Reese, the Bone Thugs is a problem in the verses.
Yeah, bro.
We just named 8.
They lost the 3-6 Mob. Did you see their verses?
Look into my eyes and you can see that we are warriors.
Who did they go against in the?
Come on, bro.
Reese,
you bugging out,
they
bro.
got 8 haymakers. 8.
You bugging
no, they
out.
Don't. They got 6 haymakers, maybe 5. 5 to 6.
Reese, so you say that is the Biggie and the Tupac song?
Biggie record is their record. The Pac record, it's just cultural because it's
verses
Pac.
though. Reese,
Right.
Verses. It's going to win. It's going to win. First of the month. Can't lose.
See, this is. Let me tell
Crossroads
you.
can't lose.
I hate when y'all do this. Like when y'all love something, y'all won't go look at the other side of it.
Down.
You just named 7, 8 records.
Break down.
I think we already named that record. So I think we just said we done did it a different way. But I think that record
with Mariah. That's what the record.
Think about how we look at kids' music today. We was rapping about Ouija boards and all kind of stuff back in the day.
Right.
Crazy.
But so. Would it be a struggle like this for Outkast records? Like,
yeah, because Reese, we don't think about these things. Like,
the
problem is that we don't sit around.
Like that's what I'm saying. You be putting us on the spot in this one.
That's what I'm talking about. Can't get your top 5? No,
like,
nigga, no.
Yeah, like we gotta pull it up.
Migos, there ain't no struggle. Y'all said y'all.
We really didn't struggle with Bone. We gave you like 8 records off the rip, and you was trying to hate.
That's not a lot for a group that you're saying is the second best group of all time.
I didn't say that. I said Outkast and the Migos. I did not say that.
I thought one of y'all said.
Nah, he said.
Was it you?
It wasn't me. I said I got him in the top 10.
Y'all about top 10?
I said I got Bone in the top 10.
Okay, because I put them like I think
terrorists, bro.
7 through 10. But you said Billboard had them at 11, right? I think that's
Migos at 11.
Migos at 11.
Yeah, Migos at 11.
Interesting.
Hey, Outkast got some scud missiles.
It's a no fucking brainer.
They're number one. They're known for being number
one. Cause they got these niggas got like fuck rap. These niggas got like international bangers, bro.
And we not
but hold up, but was we out of pocket for dancing the Bombs Over Baghdad?
Why? What? This one is there backstory?
I don't know. Like. What was the record? What was the record about?
I don't know. They got a lot of records. I don't know what it's about.
What was Bombs Over Baghdad really about? Maybe that's.
Don't put a thing in unless you're round and round the bang.
These niggas got.
Uno, dos,
and you know what I be hating though, I'm with Blaze. With some of our artists, and see, this is why I don't be liking to have these discussions with you, Reese, because it's like we really don't like the hits. We like the deep cuts, the B sides of them. So it's like and you know how Reese do. If we name the deep cut,
21.
Reese going front on it like, nah, get this out of here.
21.
What's 21?
Bone Thugs on his list.
On the group list? Yeah,
because like when
Reese, stop.
When
I think that's disrespect 21.
Yeah,
like
21.
I would,
the people that got in front of them is crazy.
Can we run it down? No, nowhere near crazy. See, this is a preference thing for you. UGK.
Yes, Reese, it's a preference thing for me.
But if we name it, come on, bro. Like I feel like niggas hold UGK to a high regard because rest in peace to the pen. I love UGK.
Right.
But if we play your game on you and be like naming some records, you gonna be like, them niggas ain't really got no. They don't really. I
say that about a lot of people. Like I say that about UGK.
Oh, we named A-Ball MJG.
I definitely say A-Ball MJG because I think they're better than UGK.
I do too.
Clear.
And that's not a hot take.
Clear.
That's not a hot take.
Nowhere near close.
Because they both could get
rap better.
I'm about to say
better music. Yeah.
I'm about to say because they rap better than UGK.
Bigger records
is ahead of them, and so is G Unit is ahead of them, and Cypress Hill was ahead of Bone Thugs.
Get Cypress Hill.
Beastie Boys is number 16.
That's preference.
Beastie Boys get them out of here too.
And the Fugees and Naughty by Nature.
I ain't mad at the Fugees. I ain't mad at Naughty by Nature.
See,
Naughty by Nature only got like 4 or 5 records.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious
Naughty by
5.
Nature got 2.
two scud missiles. 2 scud
and
missiles.
OPP and it's like
they got 2 nukes.
I love this.
they got 2 nukes.
You feel me?
We have y'all.
Hey, bring them niggas out of the 614 Summer Jam. All we need to hear is Hip Hop Array and OPP. Thank you.
G-Wine did it. G-Wine before Hip Hop Array, I think. Didn't he do that?
Yeah, he was off the scene, man. Hey, man. We got to investigate G-Wine.
Reese, I'm on stage, standing behind G-Wine, confused. Like, what's...
Man, when I seen the video of this nigga G-Wine,
he got a verse on it?
scrap, be like, come on, nigga. Tell this nigga get on the stage.
Lil Jon and Eastside Boys, like, that's a group. Hey,
group.
and
Fire.
they're not to be played with.
Hey, don't nobody want to see him in the verses.
Yeah, including Bone.
Including T-Pain, who lost to Lil Jon.
Was that Lil Jon he went against?
Yeah.
I thought he did somebody
T-Pain
else.
is
Pause.
Problem.
Joe opened up with a T-Pain set that made me think like, oh nah.
T-Pain
don't get enough. He don't get enough.
T-Pain's one of my favorite artists.
What y'all think about T-Pain? The shot that he took at Drake. I don't even look at it as a shot.
I don't care about people taking shots at Drake. I want Drake to stop posting.
Did y'all see
themselves.
Drake's response?
Was that the picture?
No. the pictures on the docket too, but his response is like,
the fake abs.
He's talking like the fake abs.
somebody said he has no definition. His arms are chested.
Nigga got a 9-pack on his stomach. Like, well, nigga, you can play tic-tac-toe on this shit.
Yeah, bro. That nigga got abs all the way over here. I ain't never seen abs on the rib cage. I'm like,
you know them bitches on the grill and eat them motherfuckers. Like,
that nigga looking like an action figure. I'm like,
the nigga has no muscles.
Nigga look
he looking like a Ken doll.
Prime Ultimate Warrior. Like, my nigga, like,
go hit the gym with Dez and stop playing.
Fuck this nigga.
That nigga had abs on the ribs, bro. I'm like,
and was posing in the bar at the crib. Like, how'd you venture over there to the bar, nigga? Like, what? No mirrors in the gym?
That's funny.
Hey man,
internet crazy.
They just leaked another record of him too.
Yeah, I seen that. I just didn't know if it was real.
Are these
Drake and
you said
Lotto.
another one? He got, what was the other one? When did it leak?
Well, I'm just saying they just put out a new. Somebody
okay.
just leaked it. It's him and Lotto.
Oh no, but to answer your question, he was like, T-Pain, this guy's been resenting me forever. It was something like that, you know.
Yeah, I seen it.
But Drake being typical Drake. What else we got in the docket? I don't know if y'all seen this, but Diddy's son, King Combs, put out a new album.
Did he?
Yeah, he got Ye.
And guess who produced it?
Yeah.
In its entirety. I'm sick of Ye, man. Like, I am fucking sick of Ye. Also in music, last thing, Brandy and Monica going on tour.
Love it.
You know what this is giving me the vibe of, and I got a feeling it's going to end the same exact way. Kels and Hove. Like, I just don't know if I can see this, because they trying to play nice in the media, but they hated each other. You know what I mean? And I get it. Like, the bag is probably something outrageous that they got offered to go out there.
I wonder how they're going to do it, though.
Right. Because
Like,
the Divas, who's closing?
Who's closing? They're probably going to close with the Boys of Mine. Both of them close.
Yeah, they come out and,
got
to.
But who gets the, do you think that they do a SZA and Kendrick thing when they
go back and forth? Yeah, absolutely.
I think so. But I think this one just makes more sense, though. More sense than Kendrick and SZA.
Yeah, the tour do.
Yeah, they're going to go back and forth.
I don't know if I would want to be at a...
close with the Boys of Mine.
Like, a lot of people keep saying with the Kendrick and SZA that half the people's there for SZA, half the people's there for Drake. So half people standing up, half them sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
With Brandy and Monica, I feel like it's more of a cohesive.
Yeah.
You know.
Is it too late?
Nah.
It's never too late to get this money.
Yeah,
Touring is at an all-time high.
I mean, our demographic is gonna show up.
Yeah. Niggas is still going to those Scream tours. So.
I guess the reason why I'm saying that, though, like...
Heavy.
And now that y'all just even mentioned that, Monica closes the show. She has to.
Why?
Brandy ain't touched the stage. When the last time? Brandy's wrestling.
Bro, I will fight you, bro.
You tripping.
Hey,
bro.
I will fight you.
Do y'all think me saying Brandy ain't touched the stage is saying that Brandy ain't no good?
No, I'm not saying
when
that.
When have y'all seen Brandy on a tour, period?
But
Reese,
Brandy's not doing this tour.
I'm just asking you.
Brandy's not agreeing to this tour. That
are y'all going to answer my question?
She might be the greatest vocalist alive right now.
I'm not.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm not disputing
Reese.
any of that.
But
I'm asking y'all, when's the last time that y'all know of that Brandy has been on a extended run like a
it
tour?
It doesn't give a fuck. Brandy's not agreeing to this tour.
Y'all not going to answer that for me?
I don't think I think her bread is so right that she'll need to.
Yeah, first of all, Brandy. I think Brandy's doing it just for the love. It's not about the money.
Oh, so y'all think Brandy is up?
I think
yes.
Why y'all think that?
I don't know, I just do.
Because I don't think so. I think that's why she's doing this tour.
I don't think
for the
I don't
love.
think she fucked up though.
I don't think she fucked up either. She ain't at my level. You know what I mean? But this ain't for the love.
No. She want a bag. I mean,
this ain't.
No. The business.
I'm gonna
makes
do you
sense.
a favor, Monica.
No.
Okay.
She's doing. No, the business makes sense. Is why Brandy's doing it.
Okay.
Like that's what Blaze is trying to say. Like it hasn't really been no real like.
But y'all, I want y'all to start answering some of my questions. Why y'all think Brandy's so up? I just want to know. I just want to think like y'all do on some of these things.
I started thinking about it afterwards. Like,
on some of these things, I just want to be like
doing some BS shows, acting jobs.
I just want to know.
She was on the game forever. That ain't really. You think it's a bag for the game?
I just want to know. See, and that be the thing. Like some of the cachet that some of these people got, like you envy it because it's like.
What do you think she was making per episode on the game?
Like 3,800. You know what I mean? She might have got 5,000.
Man, I ain't fucking with Reese. See, Reese gets so disrespectful.
Oh, well, what y'all think she was getting?
I think that.
Ghost was ready to fight 50 because he was only getting 50,000. He was the star of power.
He ended up getting 100,000.
He's gonna get $50K for the whole thing.
He ended up getting
episode.
He ended up getting 100,000.
Right. So what y'all think Brandy was getting?
No, I'm with you.
Okay, because that's thing Brandy is
Why I'm so weak. 100,000 just right.
No, when I'm saying is. Cause you was talking about touring. What I'm saying is like I feel like Brandy wasn't pressed to tour because
I agree.
Because is she a billionaire? No, but I just feel like it was like it didn't make business sense for her to tour, and I felt like they presented her with this Monica shit, and it was just like, oh, I can see that like this makes sense all across the board, and the business is right. To answer your question about why we haven't seen her on tour,
I get you. So let me, if this is like a parallel,
this nigga crazy.
No, like.
But I love Reese though.
These be
but no,
Reese. He is podcast gold.
Yes, because Reese asks all the right questions.
He do.
He asks all the right questions.
So let me get y'all a parallel.
He been studying. He was Martin Lamont Hill back.
I know.
Yeah,
I love it.
So we just seen the queen of R&B, Mary J. Blige, go out on tour. Yeah. Y'all know what she said? This was her first headlining tour of her career. Damn. First stadium tour.
That's not Brandy's story.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm asking y'all. Like, when have like
Brandy has headlined her on tour before. I mean, this is not a.
I'm not disputing none of that, but I'm saying like I ain't seen Brandy on no stage and like even when Mary J. Blige wasn't headlining, she was still out on the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying like I ain't seen Brandy. I seen her on TV more than I've seen her on the stage.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That's all I was trying to say. The point, but we'll see. Like that's one of them tours that I would be interested in going to because I'm a fan of both of them. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, if I'm Monica, I'm like, no.
I learned that from the verses. Like Monica got.
Yeah. Keisha Cole got a crazy deep bag too.
She does.
Yeah. Keisha Cole got a crazy deep bag. Yeah, she's definitely slow. Ain't nothing to that. She's slow.
I hate when you agree with me.
Definitely slow. Shannon Sharp, Jim Jones. I said both their names combined. Jim Jones. Let me get y'all real quick, Des, because I peeped the jig. Not I peeped, but I just been online. Pusha T, Cameron, Styles P, Nas. Somebody said, Jim, you got to grow up. This what Jim was doing at first. Like he was one, and like I said, I y'all know me. I carry the flag for the set.
You do.
Jim got to cut the shit though. You know what I mean? Like this. He's just one of the ones that was like, do you have no shame? Like you'll just do anything. Like Jim is one of the ones, and Young Berg was giving me that vibe on Joe too. Like we just in the era of if it's gonna get me a bag, I'm doing it. And Jim has figured that out. That the more goofier you look online, the more money is going to come your way. All money ain't good money, you know what I mean? But to Jim, I don't think that's, something that he's really living by right now. Do y'all... And I think that's the thing, too. Like, with a lot of these people, it doesn't seem to hurt any of these artists that they do this goofy shit. Like it's just a phase that comes and go, and then they can get back to just being themselves. So, do y'all think this trend continues to where niggas can get away with goofy shit for a certain period of time, and then just get back to being who we know and love, or is it going to be a point in time to where that goofy? Like I think the goofy shit has caught up to Ye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jim is not doing goofy on the level of Ye. You know what I mean? Jim is just doing shit to where you can look at him and you can almost be convinced that, oh no, that's some real shit. Like he just feel that way. He feel like he rap on par with Styles.
Yeah.
He feel like the young niggas don't relate to Nas like they relate to me. And he feel like Cam is a sucker. You know what I mean? All this shit, like if you go and look at it, it's like, I could see both sides of it, you know what I mean? But after that Young Berg conversation, it's also like, oh no, Jim is trying to play us. He think we slow. You know what I mean? Like,
he said it.
And he says it though.
He said it like every time, like y'all don't understand, man. I figured it out. Like every time y'all talk about me, my streams go up and this, that, and the third. And
he said it. Yeah.
So like when he said that, I was through with it. Like, oh come on, Jim, you playing
the numbers game.
Yeah, you playing the numbers game like that.
Y'all talked about Drake and the Abs, so we can let that go. Rick Ross was in Columbus. last week. That's part of the reason. Well, not part of it, but it's not. It was more to it, but that happened on Saturday. Rick Ross with the Columbus Symphony. He did the show with. Y'all know I'm Double M.
The biggest.
Huh? Y'all know I'm Double M. Like that used to be my drop for the intro for the show. Like before my introduction, the Double MG came up. Like Maybach music is me.
Facts.
Rick Ross gave.
Hold on 1 second. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, bro. Give me 1 second, bro.
Man, why are you looking that up?
Go ahead, Reese. I'm turning it down.
Man. Listen, anybody that knows me, they know, how I feel about Rick Ross's music. They know how I hold him in such a high regard. Yeah. How I have him as top 5 artists from the South of all time. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah.
We'll flirt with him in the top 15 of all time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that. This is how I feel about Rose.
Yes.
What he did on Saturday on that stage in my hometown, a show that I was highly anticipating.
Yeah. Pay good money.
Good money.
Yeah.
Great people watching. Listen, it was some of the best people watching.
Even better than
way better. Okay. This was different. Like I
should have jumped in there because I know Walt was offering up spots out there. I should have just jumped in just for the people watching.
Offering spots for a table that wasn't there. Hey, the same way he was talking about fruit that he hadn't had. All the way up to the show, I was like, so who's sitting at your table, Walt? He was like, I didn't get it. Or he said something. It might have been something that wasn't available. I don't know. That's my brother. You know what I mean? But he understands the jokes.
Yeah. Walt crazy, bro.
But back to Ross, man, or Rose, like
he was out there. He was in the chat, like, yo, I want the owners with me. I got 3 spots available. I don't need no money or nothing.
No table. No table.
How was that? Why did that not make it to the chat?
Stall them out.
Okay, cool.
Stall them out.
I'll let that man. All right, cool.
This might have been one of the worst rap performances I've ever seen in my life.
It was like the Jay Holiday of rap performances?
See, I didn't catch that Jay Holiday.
It was bad.
I didn't catch it.
Oh, you supposed Jay Holiday the 6 before?
Yeah, it was awful.
His outfit told me all I needed to know, though, at that.
And where he got booked for the after party. I was like, oh,
Where was he booked at?
What, Moments or some shit?
Something crazy. Yeah, the old Moments.
Stepping style.
Chipotle.
Yeah, my nigga at the DNS.
Now, somebody was at the DNS, though.
Probably Scrappy.
Scrappy.
Scrappy probably tore down that DNS.
Tore it down.
Nah, he probably got a nice little bag.
Is there even a stage in the DNS?
The old stage with the strippers used to be at.
Shout out to my man Scotty. Shout out. It's my man.
Yeah, big shout out. But Ross, look, I was kind of glad we didn't record last week because this gave me a week to let it just sit in. Like, man, I'm gonna shoot my nigga some bail. Like last week, I probably would have fried Ross up, like, because it was that bad. Like,
I seen a video of like the sound check.
Sound check. We should have knew then.
Yeah.
He was sticking us up with no gun. It's Ross is one of them ones like Ross be wanting to be. It's almost like he's scared to not look cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
but that be making him look uncool sometimes.
That makes him like, man, be an artist. Like, go out there and have a performance where niggas is gonna talk about it forever.
He's always in character. That's Ross's problem.
Yeah.
He's always in the Rick Ross persona. Like,
it was a terrible performance. You know what I mean? And the thing is that it didn't sound quite the best. Like everybody kept comparing it to the Nas the performance he did with the symphony in Columbus, because that's the thing that they're doing now. Picnic with Pops at the Columbus Commons.
But Nas was a great performance, right?
They said Nas' shit was spectacular.
Yeah.
But Ross, it's just he just don't seem to care. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, so just stop being an artist. Like, but. You know, the bags are still, you can tell bags are still being thrown at him for music. You know, case in point, him putting out this new record with Pharrell, which is growing on me. I kind of love it. You know what I mean? I can see it working.
It's actually one of the best Ross records I've heard in quite some time. But go ahead.
Yeah, like, it was a letdown. Only thing that saved it for me was the environment, you know, of the people watching, like being up in there, like table after table after table, BYOB, bring your own food and everything. So we up in there with roosters, liquor, and all that. Yeah,
It's always like that. It was like that with the non shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was some nigga stuff going down.
Look, I had
Royals out there?
I had Critty right here at the table behind me.
Salute.
Tracy and her husband, all them is, you know, my homegirl Tracy.
Yeah, of course. I seen her.
Everybody is all like, we all out here, and it's daylight still, so it's all eyes.
What'd you have?
What?
Food.
Roosters.
Okay.
Yeah, roosters. We had roosters. Some Don Julio on the table. You know, something light. You know what I mean?
They light.
Not too crazy.
The roosters are light, but that Julio.
And them chicken fingers went stupid. A little blue cheese with it. You know.
You like the what's the name?
A little toss in a little Carolina garlic.
you
a little Carolina garlic. Light Carolina garlic, me please. Yeah.
I ain't never had Carolina garlic though.
Try it.
That's a little twist.
Yeah.
Carolina garlic is a new flavor.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, give it a try. That is all I got today, man. I did tell y'all maybe off mic 2 documentaries that I would highly suggest y'all check out: Surviving Ohio State and the Travis Scott documentary. Travis Scott is on Netflix, and the Surviving Ohio State is on HBO Max. Hey, dude at Ohio State was a monster. The doctor Strauss, I believe is his name. He got away with this shit for 20 years. Niggas was coming in there with fucking ankle injuries, and he was like, drop them. I need to touch him. I need to.
Was this like women he was attacking, or was it men?
Men, mostly men. He was gay. You know, he had a office or a locker in each sports facilities, like in their area. So he had hockey, wrestling, football, lacrosse. What's it called with the fencing? Nigga would come in there and take showers. You know how you get in the shower and everybody's like facing the wall. They said this nigga would come in there with the athletes and be turned around out with his joint hard and just in there showering, touching niggas' butts and shit.
So was he just filling niggas up, or he was?
He was filling niggas up when they would come and do
exams.
But
was he taking it further?
He ain't Tyler Perry no nigga. Like he ain't do none of that.
Oh, now
you know what I mean? Like.
Now,
we call it Tyler Perry game, so we gotta call this nigga gay, right? You know what I mean?
It's clear. It's clear.
You follow the problem.
You follow niggas' balls. Nigga.
No, he's a doctor. That's his job.
Nah, nigga. If I come in for my ankle and you talking about I need to check your balls.
The wrestlers, like, and I feel bad for them because the wrestlers was all like, this is them as grown men now.
They was
and they
crying,
so pissed, thinking like, I can't believe I was not aware of what was going on, you know, because niggas is young and impressionable, like just naive, you know what I mean? And this is the 80s, you know what I mean, where it was kind of taboo to even speak on that type of shit. And then also, too, it was a climate and an environment where it's like, you don't want to be the whistleblower because they may take my scholarship and get me up out of here.
It's too much money on the state.
So the shit that he was running up over there, like he just... I think like in 2019 or 2021, some shit like that. Like they just finished or got this shit finalized. You know what I mean? Like, but
because then niggas like link up to like sue him, and then wasn't the school trying to fight it though.
The school paid out.
School paid out.
But
it took. He was employed with documented offenses on file for over 20 years. You know what I mean? And the Big Ten is getting out of control. Because y'all remember old boy up at Michigan State that was doing that wild shit with the, I believe it was the women's soccer team or some shit like that. I don't know. It was some doctor.
All right, someone watch it.
At Michigan State.
The Penn State shit.
Penn State.
State paid almost 41.
Said 41 mil. And see, that seems like that's kind of light. Because
awarding an average of $252,000 to each individual is on 162.
Yeah, they had a lot of people's faces blurred out because a lot of people still didn't agree to do the documentary. Like when they were showing the pictures, the team pictures, it was so many faces blurred out.
Two different ones. They had 40.9 million on one for 162, and then 5.8 million for 23 separate people. Both averaging 250.
Check it out if y'all get a chance. It's I hate to say it's a great documentary. You know what I mean? Because you know what it represents, but it's told well. It's put together great. But it's sad also too the way that niggas was able just to take advantage of these athletes. You know what I mean? A lot of them being from, they said he preyed on people from small rural towns. You know what I mean? People coming to the big city, you're enamored by you being on Ohio State campus and all that. And mind you, again, this is the 80s, so it looks completely different. You know what I mean? But he was pretty much a predator on campus in plain sight. You know what I mean? For 20 years, this nigga was up there just doing whatever the fuck he want, you know what I mean, before Ohio State. So I'm wondering, like, national, it just looked like it's somewhat of a black eye, you know what I mean, for this story to come out like that.
I mean, they're promoting it like crazy on Max. Every time I open up the app, it's right there.
It's a good one. I think y'all should check it out if y'all get a chance. And the Travis Scott documentary, check that out as well. Travis Scott, I don't know. And do y'all know that Travis Scott, that when it was 11 people that died at that concert, I didn't know it was that many. I thought it was only like 2 or 3.
It was a big deal.
But do y'all also know that was the same concert? He closed the night out with Drake on stage with him. Like, Drake came out and they kept performing while people was dying. Like, they're in his ear telling him, you need to shut the show down. And, you know, he finally shut it down on the Drake, after Drake had came out. You know what I mean? But if y'all get a chance, check that out on Netflix, the Travis Scott documentary. That's all I got today, fellas. Did we miss anything? Any birthdays, any shout-outs, anything that we need to put out there? I know it's been a minute. Puff update, closing arguments took place over the week. I think by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm thinking we should have a verdict.
Yeah, they were saying that they're trying to wrap this up before the 4th of July. So.
Right, yeah, they're in deliberations right now. I think,
they already doing closing arguments. You know what I mean?
Defense never called a witness. That looked crazy to me. But it also makes sense to me.
No, it makes sense.
Because, I mean, you don't want to give, the prosecutor a chance to cross somebody or do a cross-examination on somebody and be able to tear Puff's character all the way down. You know what I mean? Like, because then you got to get up there and admit to, some shit that like D-Rock and KK, them two not getting on the stand, like, I think they're going to still get prosecuted after this is all said and done. Like, the way that they've been talked about in this court case and the shit that they
that's the only scary thing about this is it uncovered a lot of shit and a lot of motherfuckers.
D-Rock and KK is in some trouble. They're those two, I can guarantee you, are going to either get some jail time. Something's going to happen to them too, like, because they was Puff's right and left hand, like covering up everything, sending out bribes, getting people on the phone. So this week we should see what Puff's fate is. Like I said, I kind of done fell back off of, I know initially I think we was all on here talking about, 20 plus. I'm thinking now.
Yeah, it's the case when they
5 to 10. You know what I mean? What time served? What a year served? Like he done been in there damn near a year.
I mean, his attorneys did get busy. It's just the closing arguments was just right, but the
closing arguments was bad.
You know what I mean? And then also too, because what's the name? Low key. I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna say Jane Doe, but they low key put Jane Doe in the blender.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was in love with Puff. You know
that's what I'm saying. But that's
all of them was though.
All of them was in love with, and that's what I'm saying. Puff is a victim of.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, he's right. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, I just say. I don't think he's a victim.
You looking out for us.
No,
appreciate that.
Oh, right. Okay, victim is the wrong word, but I'm just saying. Puff caused his own demise.
Facts.
It's not really the freak-offs that did it. Because
the freak-offs is clean if he's not beating them, if he's not.
That's what it's right. And I know, because I know a lot of people saying, like, it don't matter if we say it one, but it's like.
Yeah, but also, too, they're right.
Right.
And that's where the defense fucked up to me. Yeah. At the end, it was like, look at all these times that it was consent. Like, so y'all telling me one time turns it into a RICO? Like.
Yeah.
Why would y'all say that?
Yeah, his closing arguments fucked him up. Yeah. So, yeah, bro.
They said Puff was over there looking stressed. They said he wasn't even sitting up at the table, and he kept, talking to his lawyers, looking like, you know what I mean? And they was, at one point, they made Puff leave up out and go back to the holding cell, brought him back out there, like, I think he's over there real nervous right now. Like,
yeah, because he, nigga, my life is on the line, nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, come on. Puff can't afford to do no 20, 30.
No, I went with.
I mean, he really don't want to do another day in that motherfucker. Let's keep it all the way G. Right. But I think at the end of the day, he's gonna do.
I say 5 to 10.
I feel like he'll be home in 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll only be home in 4 to 5.
We shall see. Like I said, this week we will find out.
He's still paying some of these people. The people that took the stand, he's still paying some of their bills.
Yeah. Jane, he's still.
Could you imagine paying $10K a month for somebody's rent and she's on the stand trying to get you locked up for 20 to 30?
Well, she was subpoenaed. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not looking at you for. I'm not answering.
Like, bro, what? You gonna be on there like?
She was subpoenaed though. Like, she ain't. You know what I mean? Like, and the only thing she could have did in that case was like either got up there, pled the fifth, and then if you do that, you open yourself up to be in charge. You know what I mean? So the state or the government put these niggas that took the stand for them in a what the fuck? Like I have no choice but to get up here and give it up. You know, the way that he did, and a lot of those people painted a picture clear enough, you know, for a couple of those charges to stick. And that was another thing too, Des. I know you had threw that out there. They didn't drop none of those charges. They kind of like amended some of them, like the arson with the Kid Cudi shit. They changed the verbiage on it. It was another one too that they did it, but they didn't drop no charges. All the charges are still there, and they even made a clarification saying that we just need 2 of them to stick. Like, and I think he was charged with like damn near 30 different things, 30 counts of something. But they was like, we just need 2 to stick, and they kept hitting that point home to you know, to the jurors in their closing statements. So I can't wait to see, because I mean, if you gauge it by, you know, online and the people that's in the comments, you know, I don't know if these niggas is bots or if they real people. It's so many people out there that's on, you know, opposite sides, you know what I mean? So it's hard to tell, you know, if you're trying to gauge it by what the people are saying. But we should be finding out, you know, I'm thinking Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, you know, what's going to be the outcome of Puff. So we'll tune back in next week. You know what I mean? We should be able to speak about it on here. Teyana Taylor, cut the shit, man. Like,
What's wrong? Tell us what's going on, Reese. What's the problem?
I'm to the point now where I'm starting to think that Mufasa might be a bozo. Like, I don't know if
why do you feel this way?
I don't know if this is his first live pizza, you know, official, something quality or something cold. Like, if this is his first time, like he's giving me the never been the man. You know what I mean? Like,
what's he doing? I have no idea.
Whatever Teyana Taylor asked of him.
So give me an example.
Like, nigga, you Mufasa. You know what I mean? Like, you the nigga that's popping. Like, she got this nigga rolling out at every event. You got to give me a kiss on the red carpet. This nigga's he's starring in her new video, laying in her bed full of roses.
So he hasn't done anything.
Man, he's just looking like a sucker to me. Like, I know Shunt with the fade.
You just been watching The Shy. You too invested.
Hey, thank God Vic Mensa got killed on there. Vic got clipped.
Reese, I haven't started watching it yet, but I plan on binging.
Oh my God.
I haven't seen a lot of people talk about The Shy. I've been checked out The Shy. The Shy got too crazy.
Lit.
I
want Lala to get smoked too. Like, I want her to get smoked. But they got her husband, Vic Mensa. That's her husband, by the way.
Oh, they got married. Hey,
in one episode, they got married.
She was getting hit by everything.
She's getting hit on every show she's on. BMF, she's a bop. The Shy, she's a bop.
She got hit by 3 people on The Shy, though.
The Power, she's a bop.
She got hit by Emmett,
his dad, and now Vic Mensa. And they trying to turn Tiffany into a bop.
Yes, Emmett and his dad.
And they're trying to turn Tiff into a bop.
Who's Tiff?
Emmett's baby's mom, the light-skinned one. That look like Lauren London lightweight.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, you know who she's fucking with now?
Who?
Vic.
Vic? Who's
Vic, who was hitting the trannies.
All right, so wrap this up.
And
Reese.
And Nook might get it too. Hey, the Shy can go straight. The Shy can go straight to fucking hell. But I'm still gonna watch it every week. Hey, but thank God Vic Mensa got killed. I'm just glad about that.
Why he killed?
You don't want to? You want me to tell you who
killed?
killed?
Yes, I don't care.
Lynn Whitfield killed him.
Why?
She kill a nigga every week. She the new dude. She the new dude on the show. They got rid of Duda, and now they got another Duda. She's terrorizing the city. And Ray J's her boyfriend. Not Ray J, but Jason Weaver. Jason Weaver.
There's in the show. I'm not. Phil killed Vic Mensa.
Smoked that nigga and pulled right off.
Why, Reese?
She was trying to kill Reg.
Okay.
But he was just there like,
that
is what it is, nigga. She done killed 3 niggas.
Oh, man. Thank God it's for free on Paramount. I mean, it's on Paramount Plus. That's how I watch
I want the show canceled. I want that canceled.
Do you pay for Showtime?
No.
Okay, good.
What's her name? Lena Rafe?
Yeah.
Waif, whatever?
Yeah.
See me.
Yeah.
Get her the fuck out of here. Like she's setting the black community back. Y'all be mad at Tyler Perry. Why ain't y'all in uproar about what she's doing over there? The Shy, hey,
ain't nobody watching The Shy but me and you, Reese.
You right. We probably are the only two. We probably are. And I'm going. Hey, as long as they coming on each week, I'm going to tune in.
I feel like Emmett's one of my cousins.
Yeah, Emmett, like.
It's my man. It's my man.
You been watching BMF?
No, I can't do it. Can't do it. That's the only thing I don't have in stars, and I won't pay for it.
They got little Meeches out there looking like Robert Downey Jr., like Iron Man. Des, you watch BMF?
He's smoking.
I ain't got the fuck up out
He's
of BMF.
smoking niggas?
Not only is he smoke, he's smoking niggas in different countries. He's breaking drug kingpins out of jail in different countries.
Hey, you know what's
he got bit by a fucking king cobra and didn't die. Then he came and snatched the Lee up and signed her to something.
I want y'all to listen. When Reese dropped the promo video, I want y'all in the comments saying that Reese is a liar because there's no way that this is true.
The people gonna tell you like he ain't said one lie about them shows.
I been got the fuck up out of BMF.
Yeah, I'm cool with BMF. And what's name was trash on there too as an actress. What's her name? Cash Doll.
Carisha. Oh yeah.
Cash Doll.
I'm sick of Cash Doll too right now.
Yeah, she her rollout is crazy.
Crazy.
With the homie from the NFL.
The Lions. Oh yeah, and put some makeup on. Like she trying to go natural.
Reese, how long we got? How long we been recording?
3 hours. Right.
All right,
now.
let's
we
wrap this
took
up.
a week off. You know, we back, but
she need makeup on.
Look,
I don't know if you can even say that. I don't know if you can make that suggestion.
What y'all think? Are y'all big fans of Cash Doll? Like, looks, y'all think Cash Doll cold?
I think she's cold.
You think she cold?
For sure.
Same.
I mean, she ain't weak, but
she ain't
you know what I mean. But
she ain't sweetie, but
she's sweetie pie.
Yeah.
Hey,
she ain't sweet.
that rollout. I see y'all that took a gander over there. Y'all peeking.
Yeah, no, we
stay out of them pies. Like, hey, stay out of that.
We can't.
Stay out of that apple pie.
We can't. I apologize to you.
Stay out of them pies.
As a man, I want to come to you as a man and say, I'm sorry.
Them motherfuckers freshly baked goods out the oven.
Yeah, that's some joints in life when the nigga burnt his mouth trying to get that pie.
That's some whites on the back.
And I want it.
Niggas.
Oh
Them
my
motherfucking
God.
cakes is just lightly,
She perfect.
nice
bro.
and fluffy,
She perfect.
lightly tanned.
Can I just get it?
Hey, I get it. I see why niggas was crashing out by that little butt.
Was ready to lose his mind behind
Nigga,
this shit.
YG was losing his mind over that little butt too.
Nah,
She had
he
that nigga
was.
wearing church shoes everywhere.
He's still wearing them. Real quick before we get up out of here,
What's up?
real quick, how y'all feel about the Cardi and Offset records?
The Cardi records is
I'm off Cardi, man. Like I don't like what Cardi did with this rollout with Stefan did.
You ain't really feeling the women on this.
It be a lot of shit that turned me off from what they are actually known for, like their profession and all that. Like as far as the record goes, the record is cool. You know what I mean? It's a good record. I think it's gonna work. It's gonna fuck the summer up. Like Cardi got the women in the chokehold. So it's gonna work. And to my understanding, the cheat code has already been, or the button's already been pushed. Like the album's platinum already.
Yeah, it is.
Which I think that's whack.
WAP's on there.
How? Ain't that record like 3 years old?
Yes. She had 20-something songs on the album. She putting all the old joints that she dropped.
That shouldn't be allowed. Like,
It shouldn't be allowed. No. I agree with you. That should not be allowed. I think it should be a statute of limitations on singles like that.
Imagine an artist that ain't got that type of.
Like you ain't dropped that. You ain't put that on the album in 2 years. You can't use that.
Yeah, something. Salute to Cardi, man. We I heard Stephon Diggs about to get married even today.
Nah, I don't think so. Stephon Diggs ain't gonna be
Hey, rumor is that she's pregnant. Hey, that's what the Nets been
She
screaming.
fertile. She'll pop that thing open. She'll let that nigga shoot the club though, for sure. Like, Offset put like 2 or 3 in there, didn't he?
I think so. I think she got 3 kids with Offset.
Yeah.
At least 2. Nah, 3. Right?
She might have 3.
These rich niggas ain't playing fair. If it's one thing that I've learned, you know, on top of the Drake shit, like being able to go get some abs and shit, and the way that these niggas go get hair, like they just ain't playing fair. Like we shouldn't be having to compete with these niggas, man. Like we gonna end the show.
They be cheating.
But yes, they be fucking cheating. Like
Because this is why these niggas be cheating. Because they'll come play down and take our bitches and then go back up and play in the league that we can't play in.
Can't play it. Like Drake showed up with 13 fucking abs just out of nowhere. Hey, and I thought
Why did he post that picture?
Why did he do that?
That nigga has the worst team in the.
And he was taking shots. So whoever he's taking shots at him was supposed to.
Oh, it was a capture?
Yeah, it was a.
He has the worst team. Like, ain't nobody like Chubbs. Ain't nobody does anything like.
Don't nobody love Drake no more. Them niggas don't love Drake no more.
And how did he get his braids back? I thought he had cut his shit off. Niggas like, listen.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm wide awake for the nights that separate the type who get to it till they get it right from the type who just type.
Put the album out, nigga. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
What we talking about?
That's all I got, fellas. Y'all got anything?
Hey, these abs is crazy.
Any announcements? Again, any birthdays? Any shout outs?
I mean, July's coming up. You know, it's a big month for
Yeah,
you
for sure,
guys.
for sure.
So,
be safe out there. We won't see anybody, you know, until after the 4th of July. So don't blow your fingers off. You know what I mean?
sure.
You know what that's all about. Have y'all noticed that in every fucking store, like, it got the signs, no fireworks within 300 feet? Like,
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out too.
yeah, like,
They must have got hit with like a lawsuit or something.
something, like, cause that's weird. Like, it's at every store.
Every store.
they don't sell fireworks in Ohio.
Yeah, it's a few places. Like I know outside in Sandusky they got them. I don't think directly in the city, you know what I mean, but it's a lot of places. And then if you really want to get jiggy with it, you can head right over there on Lockbourne. It's a house right there on Lockbourne that got shit that you can go right downtown with and do the 4th red, white, and blue. I ain't give out the address, but it is on Lockbourne if you're looking for it.
Lockbourne's a big street. So.
Anything else, man? I feel like we're missing something. Like, did somebody pass away that we didn't speak on? I feel like in the sun that we was missing, but we always catch it up if we think about it. Again, be safe. Happy 4th of July to everybody out there celebrating it. Yeah, that's all I got, man. I'll be in Canton for these next few days. Hopefully, my son's team can, you know, qualify for the nationals out there. Like I said, I'm sick of football already, and we ain't even played a game yet. Yeah, that's all I got. Anything?
Yeah, man, we good, man. We appreciate y'all. We never take it for granted. Y'all supporting and listening and tapping in with us. And just like Dad said at the beginning of the show, don't be a secret admirer or a secret listener.
Yeah, let us know, man. Like, hey, look,
or all of the above. Like, whatever. Just don't do it. Just make yourself known.
we just want to repost it. Like, you know what I mean? Let us know. Like, it only take one little.
Because when you share that you listen, then you're going to inspire someone else to go listen. You may get a new listener to say, hey, I never even heard of this. Let me go check it out.
Yeah.
And that's how this thing rolls. But it's like, because, you know, no one likes being on the outside.
Right.
So, you know, when there's something that's being new discovered, you know, people want to tap in. So,
Facts. We out of here. We out.
What we talking about? What we talking about?
We out. Peace.
Peace.